What the fuck? You got it down there in the lobby?
I knew you guys would make it eventually.
This is, I don't know, all right. We're walking into it. We're in it, we're on it, it's happening. How are you?
I mean...
How are you?
Good save.
Save for the day. Did you get that on camera?
Yeah.
Kidney saves, it just saved you $500.
Thanks,
You
bud.
got us involved in here.
Gentlemen, are we leaving our shoes on?
Oh!
This is a goddamn hotel room. What do you care?
It is with that attitude.
Shoes coming off. Sorry. This feels like where they get like congressmen to fucking
Yeah, no shit. What are you involved in?
To take the bribe money. What's up?
Listen,
what's up?
you're up to something. I don't know who you're working with, the El Salvadorians, the cartel, something. But this is shady.
I've
I'm
never.
a goddamn Catholic, for Christ's sake. Down there like a goddamn call girl.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Nice doggy. Who's a puppy?
Oh, were you able to set that up now? Nice. Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy, how are you? Good to see you. You look great.
Thank you. Good to see you
It's
guys.
a new puppy. That's the friendliest chihuahua I've ever seen in my life.
They're typically very scared
Yeah.
creatures.
What's going on with you? Oh, you got a little baby face. You puppy?
He's not quite a puppy, if you know what I mean. I'll let you.
That was pretty sexual, and I don't know what you invited me here to.
What's going on with you?
What's up, guys? Good to see you.
Hey,
What's up,
buddy, good to see you.
I can't tell if
I don't know
we're
if you're supposed to talk or not.
I don't know what is happening. This guy, this guy's
What's going on with you?
So he's
associate producer.
his dad is a pug and his mom is Jewish, actually.
I checked to see if he's circumcised.
Last name Lowenstein. Not gonna get bar mitzvah.
So I'm tired.
You're tired.
And I was thinking I might want to order myself a chai latte.
Okay.
Okay.
Would either of you boys like something? I don't even know if they have chai lattes.
This joint? What do you mean? Of course they got chai. It's a nice place.
This is one of the places they'll run out and get you a chai latte if they
Yeah.
don't have chai latte.
So
From
Timothy
New York?
Chalamet in the lobby.
You saw Timothy Chalamet in the lobby?
He was sweeping up. That's how nice this joint is.
Okay, this is gonna be a good episode, and it's not because of me.
Boys are doing heavy lifting.
Do you want a coffee or a chai latte?
I mean, if you're getting a latte, I'll do it. I'll do a cold brew.
Do you want it a little, or do you want it?
I'll do a little baby one, a little tall.
Do you
Actually,
want
it's
it
at
a little, or
Starbucks.
would you like
I
it?
would do it just a black coffee. Any size is fine.
See,
How much do you want it? Do you want it a little, or do you want it a
Let's-
latte?
now let me ask you this. So that
Do
was
you
that was
want
an
it
open
a
gesture.
latte?
That was an open gesture. You
You're not
really
picking
don't
up
want
on
to get
it.
it.
He's big man ain't good on wordplay. He's going, do you want it a little or a latte?
Oh, that's pretty
This
good.
guy, I mean, you gotta keep up. You know,
All right,
what I
I'm
mean?
ordering
Get
something.
this guy a coffee.
Hey, I don't like that the dog likes Kevin and not me. Get over here, little muffin.
What do you want to
I
drink?
feel like
Coffee, half and half. Thanks, buddy.
is this the show?
Ricky's on the loose and business is booming. I am going to be in Wisconsin at the Milwaukee Improv this Thursday, and I am at Varsity Theater in Minneapolis, Minnesota this Saturday. Next week, I am at Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin. And then in April, I am in Sacramento and Portland, Maine. I'm also doing a Ricky Glassman and Friends show at the Hollywood Improv April 14th. If you're in Los Angeles, you want to get tickets. I'm also starting to do monthly Take Your Shoes Off live in Los Angeles. If you're in Los Angeles, the next one is April 5th. Get tickets at the link in the description. Oh, so many words I'm saying right now. Also, if you're not in Los Angeles and you want to stream it, there are tickets to stream it live. They're $15, or if you're a Patreon member, you get those tickets half off. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rick, what's going on with you and Bill Burr? What's all the Bill Burr beef? See for yourself.
How good of a guy am I?
Better than Bill Burr.
You don't like Bill Burr? I'm gonna turn this into a clip. Oh, I'm Bill Burr, I'm bald, and I'm in Star Wars. I'm Rick Glassman, and suck on this. Fuck you, Bill Burr! You fucking bitch! You fucking bitch!
Well, let me be the first to say I love Bill Burr. I am so excited to announce that he's actually now streaming on Hulu with his Hularious stand-up special, Bill Burr Drop Dead Years. I'm telling you, you could watch it right now with his brutal honesty. Bill makes this his most personal and funniest hour yet. Bill Burr Drop Dead Years, now streaming on Hulu. There, I said it. If there was beef with Bill, would I be talking about how Hularious? Hularious? How Hularious? How Hularious? Hularious. 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 I think Anyway. Hi, Kevin H. Foley. What were you saying?
This is Abscam. That's what this is.
I was calling to see if I could order some room service.
It's my pleasure to connect the call. Have a wonderful day for Glassman.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Come over here.
It'd
Come
be
on.
funny if he was in another
Give me
name.
Snuggies. Oh, you. Oh. Come on, get up here. Come here. Come here.
It's a big no.
Oh, no.
Hi, I'd like to order a couple of drinks up to
Yeah.
the room, please.
Oh, that's the baby. Yes, you are.
For 3 people, even though the amount of noise, it sounds like there's 5. Gentlemen, I'm ordering room service.
I mean,
What can we get for you?
Do you guys have chai lattes?
and a new
We
attitude.
do not. We just have regular lattes or vanilla lattes.
I don't drink coffee anymore, and I wanted some caffeine. What do we got caffeine-wise that's not coffee? What kind of...
We
Just
have
get a
green-
Diet Coke,
green
man.
tea and English breakfast tea.
No, that's
Now, that's nice.
like
Breakfast.
throwing a little cold water on the face. That ain't gonna do much.
That's the puppy dog.
Green tea is pretty strong. I mean, for me, it is a little stronger than our coffee.
All right. I'm gonna think on it for a second and call back.
Absolutely.
Wait, what? We still on our coffee?
Thank you.
Coke. If you're interested in Diet Coke, we have Red Bull. Yeah, if you want something a little more on the healthier side, we have a cold pressed green juice that
Ooh.
gives you a little boost.
That is fun, but you know what? I'm still gonna stick to my thinking it for a moment and call it back on down.
Perfect.
All right, cheers. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gentlemen, I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I'm only thinking, since they don't have it, I might order from someplace else just to get delivered.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm flexible.
I gotta tell you, I'm loving the dog. What's his name?
Alvin.
Boy?
Yeah.
Like Alvin and the Chipmunks? Is that where you got it from?
Kinda, yeah. I wanted to name him after a squirrel,
Okay.
and I didn't like all the squirrel names.
No.
How many are there?
There's Rocky, there's that squirrel.
Okay.
So
The
I
surfing squirrel's pretty sweet.
Water skiing, and I've seen
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Atlantic City.
How have you seen him?
What do you mean? He was
Bought
at
a ticket, went to the show.
He got moves tickets. Puts asses in the seats, Glassman. Can you water ski in front of 1,000 people? Don't think so.
I'm gonna order us from someplace.
A nice place you got here, Ricky. Pretty sweet. A lot of hot broads though.
You fly in with all these cameras? What'd you do? That's a lot of carry-on. Boy,
No,
your
this-
arms.
This is all pimp, but thank you so much.
Almost pimp, hardest working man in show business back there. I didn't even think when I got off the elevator, I thought it was an intervention. I was like, oh fuck, Pimp's here, I'm in trouble. You start taking Adderall, all of a sudden he gets nervous. I love the dog.
I love a blue bottle, but I don't think that they do.
What's a blue
latte.
bottle?
Have you ever had blue bottle?
Coffee.
No.
Oh, the New Orleans latte.
Yeah?
Mwah. Little chicory root.
Okay. I like a little chicory root. That's a good
That's
looking
a
dog.
lot of confidence you have to call down the run. I'm not like to go like, you know what? I'll call you back. That's crazy to me.
That's how they do it, and I don't want to be on his side.
I agree.
Them not having a chai latte, I mean, what the fuck?
I agree.
What's the alternative?
You
You make a move.
I would cower in fear and go, give me whatever you have, and I apologize to them, and then tip the guy $25.
Why do you feel
Go pig puppy
that
dog.
they would be offended if
Kick
you
up
don't
there.
order food from them?
Kick up there.
It's not offended. It's more of like I feel like I'm imposing on them. First of all, I don't belong in a joint like this. All right, let alone calling and ordering room service.
Is this the whole room?
I
You
wasn't
sleep
allowed
on
to
the
touch.
couch?
I wasn't allowed to touch the mini
Behind
bar.
you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, can I tell you something?
Please.
checked in last night, and I said
Late check-in, normal time.
almost 1 a.m.
Whoa!
Now, did they
Lucky didn't give the room away.
Did they give you guff? Because sometimes if you don't check in by midnight, that reservation cancels.
No, they knew what was going on from the beginning.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I told when
They knew I'm nuts.
when
They
I
were in on it.
I had my handler call them and warn them a crazy man was checking into the hotel.
What are you doing? Did they give any shit about the dog?
No.
It's a dog-friendly hotel?
Dog friendly hotel. They actually gave me dog bowls and such.
Aw, look
But
at that.
when I checked in, they I said, "Hey, listen, I'm recording a podcast here this afternoon. Did some jokes, showed them my ID, did some ID comedy.
Sure.
What's ID comedy?
I got a funny
SAG card?
I got a funny picture for my driver's license.
Okay.
If I ever need, like, if you get pulled over or if there's a situation where they need to see your ID, it's an icebreaker. It's kind of like having a funny headshot.
Okay, well,
Gotta-
how funny can the picture be?
Whip hand to me, thank you, buddy. Say it again and whip hand to me. You get. Say it again,
How funny can the picture be?
buddy. They upgraded me to a suite.
This is sweet.
Yeah, I think anything with a couch and a half a wall is, you know.
Oh, look at the baby.
All right, so this is fun. They got something here called a rich spice chai with velvety blah 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 and rose syrup for fragrance.
That sounds nice.
It's
Rose
got your
syrup is
name
nice.
all over it.
You want one of those?
No, I'm gonna do regular iced coffee, cold brew if they have it.
Yeah. Let's see. Cold brew. Yeah, there's got a straight up cold brew. You want two of those? Just black? Splash of anything?
Nope.
Works.
Just black. You guys are very New York.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about it.
How you doing?
And remind me what you wanted?
Coffee, half and half.
Cold brew?
Now hot.
Gentleman, half and half. That's where my dad took it.
Black
My mom.
coffee. Drip coffee, right?
Yes, please.
Drip coffee. 8 ounce or 12? It's my treat.
Thank you.
Do you think
And
that would have deterred him if he was picking up the tab?
they got splash of half and half. Are you happy with the splash?
Go splash. They fuck you. If you say full half and half, it's gonna be half milk. They fuck you on that shit. They don't know what a splash is.
Did you get cheated on by a barista who puts in too much milk?
Yeah, I did. She broke my heart. Veronica. I loved her. It was bad. No, they
That
just always fuck
relationship
that
went
up.
sour, huh? All right, there you go.
Whenever I get
Because
breakfast,
they spoiled.
whenever I get breakfast at McDonald's, and because I don't want to have a soda with my egg McMuffin, I get
Yeah, you're
coffee.
being healthy.
Of course, I get coffee, and there the regular coffee is 10 pumps of classic and fucking a half a gallon of milk, and it ruins it. I like a little bit. I actually prefer black coffee when I eat. That's how I know I'm getting older.
Okay.
Yeah, even with like non-breakfast food, I like a regular coffee.
I did a
Dinner.
chicken parm panini and a black coffee
It's great.
a few nights ago between spots. I mean, I shit my brains out in the green room.
Sure.
But it was a nice meal prior to that.
Yeah, it's all right.
New York, apparently on DoorDash, it says to tip after.
Now, who could that be?
This is a setup of some kind.
This is definitely.
This is the room service because you were joking around on the phone.
Oh, the door's open.
Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
the door's open. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I just want to know if you like service today or no?
Oh, no service today.
Oh,
Thank you so much. I have a question. I ordered some DoorDash coffees to be delivered to the lobby.
The bellman will usually bring it up.
This guy's fucking
These screwballs, this kid. Who's blowing me up? Tommy, I'm doing a pod. Let me call you back. All right.
So, in New York, apparently it says you can't tip until you get the item.
I'm not a DoorDash man, I'm an Uber Eats.
But Uber Eats is the same thing. They make you do it later.
Let me tell you why I don't like that.
No, you can
Before-
include it in the thing.
No,
It's not letting me.
Uber Eats you can.
I don't think so. He's lying to you.
I want them to know that I'm going to tip them well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
they don't.
flex a little bit.
Sure.
Well,
to get
I don't want
up
them to
there.
fuss around with my stuff.
Yes.
No fuss, no muss.
What?
You heard me. Don't make me repeat myself.
He likes hearing it twice.
That's a good looking dog. I love the dog.
Isn't he sweet?
Oh, man. He's all right.
A little underbite he's got.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this. Alvin, say, I'm not garbage. Alvin, look at them. Say, I'm not garbage. Alvin, say, I'm not garbage. I'm not garbage.
Whoa!
Whoa, that dog is going places. I'll tell you that.
All right, let's
So,
get this over with. How's
You
it?
got it?
Talk about a rope, but those guys ordering food and talking to bellhops.
You got here at 1 o'clock last night.
Yeah, and they upgraded me.
Okay.
She said she liked my ID. She said I was charming. She said normally she charges for that stuff. My other room was on a higher floor with a better view. Mm-hmm. And I asked if I could look at both rooms. She gave me both keys. I went up and down a couple of times.
Dude, you are difficult.
That's being
At 1
raised.
o'clock?
That's being raised by Jewish parents. I feel that's very.
I wasn't going to bring religion into it, but
I mean, it's. I'm not. I'm saying it's a thing to be proud of.
Neither my mom or dad would have done that.
Really?
No, but my mom would have
That's an
gotten a free
LA
room.
thing.
Your mom would have got a free
Your mom would
room.
have wanted a free room.
My mom schmoozes. I had a saying in high school. You guys probably don't want to hear it.
No, please.
All right?
Please tell
you
us.
booze, you lose. You schmooze, you win.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Now, a lot of people look at that. I get that. And I'm not offended by it.
What?
You see this as looking at the rooms and doing the this and the Michigas as difficult. I think
Not
when you-
difficult.
When you say Michigan.
Yeah, I mean, throwing $10 words at me. I thought we were friends here.
Did
Not
I go
difficult,
oi a couple
confident.
of times at the front there? Sure.
It's confident. I don't have the power to speak up for myself. That's very.
Take your feet
confident.
off the table?
Never.
See?
It's not your table.
You have the power to speak up for yourself if it's a bit. And that's
Sure.
that's the trick.
So you're living in a bit.
We're living in a bit. Some people just don't see it.
This guy's fucking
Hey,
crazy.
you know what? You can cut this if you want, but I watched it the other night. And I was
Just pull out your
thinking,
dick. You go like this.
Did they give you? Did you read for that Saturday night movie?
They asked me to read. They asked me to go in for Dan Aykroyd, and I said
What?
no because
Whoa.
I can't do the voice.
That's crazy.
Thought
The
Belushi
kid
for
that
sure.
did Chevy Chase was great, but I mean that's Tricky Ricky's part, as far as
Well,
I'm concerned.
Well, you know, in this town, there's a lot of
We're in
parts.
Cleveland.
So you know,
You would have been great.
Thanks,
That's
man.
all. You know, I always say you give off Chevy Chase vibes.
you have said that, and shout out to Lamorne Morris. Where's my camera? No, I know.
Is that the kid that did it?
No,
No. Who's Lamorne
he's
Morris?
in it.
Okay. Who's he play?
The black guy.
Oh, okay. His last name's Morris?
It's Guy.
That's funny because the character's Garrett Morris.
Yeah.
Was he related to him?
I don't think so. Well, you
Okay.
think all black people look alike?
You said
Push
his
it on him,
last name
push it
was
on him,
Morris.
push it on him, push it on him. You think all black people look
No,
alike?
you said his last name was Morris.
Yeah, coincidence.
Okay,
Anyway.
fair enough.
Now you're being difficult.
Are we having
Would you like
fun?
to see the other room?
Mid podcast, we pick up and change rooms. Now that's a Glassman.
Yes.
You just got Glassman.
Anyway, I'm just now thinking this coffee is going to get here when we're finishing up, huh?
Yeah, and I'm taking it.
Yeah, take it
Sure.
for the road.
I'm doing your podcast tomorrow.
That's right.
That you are, depending on the outcome of
Of
this.
the coffee. No?
You know, for a guy who can't speak up for himself, you got a lot of confidence.
A lot
We're
of
in a bit.
balls.
We're in a bit.
You have a weird thing on your foot, too. Is that raised?
What?
The center of the top of your foot, let it go normal. You have like a hump. That might be
We just find out that his foot just is like this.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that feet are
Old
arched.
Fred Flintstone feet over here.
FFF.
glad I wore my good socks.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Do you ever get caught having a hole in your sock? That just happened to me on a Patreon episode. I didn't realize I had a hole in my sock, and I got called out for it. Do you ever have? I mean, you record all your episodes without shoes on. I'm a shoe man myself.
Why did you not have a shoe on for your Patreon episode?
Because we were in a house
You're
hanging
in a
out.
house,
Doing your
Airbnb.
thing?
What?
Doing your thing?
Doing our thing, hanging
our
out, a little
thing,
comfy.
hanging out.
Yeah.
It's not a
Patreon, let the
rule.
hair down a little bit.
But we like to be comfy when we're in there. It was a very comfy Airbnb.
Yeah, where were you?
We were in Austin, Texas.
What were you doing?
Couple of pods. Did a pop up at the creek. Stayed there for about a week. Saw a car accident right in front of our Airbnb. Couple kids racing, drag racing down the street. Slammed into a car, jumped out and took off.
Didn't Trump ban that?
I don't know.
Didn't they say it's bad for kids?
Bad news. Right next to a high school.
Yeah, aren't you not allowed to drag stuff at a high school, right?
Graduation rate probably isn't too high.
Got him.
It's a rough neighborhood.
He's doing more puns. You
man.
gotta stay up
man.
on this guy.
I would say it's a long walk, but it's a quick drive.
I didn't get that one.
Drag racing.
Cut to the dog again. This guy's stanking.
Yeah, in LA we've been doing more puns. Or should I say we've been doing more puns?
Oh man, this guy's good.
Last time I saw you, what, have you been working out?
No. Just get my comfort level. Sit up a little bit. Ooh.
Last time I saw you boys, we were in Brooklyn.
I don't think so.
Yep, September 2023.
We were in Brooklyn.
No, we were in. Last time we saw you was doing your pod.
No, we did a show with them.
Oh my God, we did.
Wait, did we?
Union Hall.
Yeah, you each did a separate night.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you for having us.
That was the last time I bumped into you.
It was a good time. I'd never been to Union Hall before. Nice place.
That was my first time too.
Yeah,
Cool
nice
joint.
Yeah, and then I don't see you guys for a while.
You don't call, you don't text, you know.
We tried to work it out a couple of times. You were here, we were there, back and forth.
Yeah, you were supposed to come to I don't know if it's a private thing. We could cut this out.
No.
But
we were going to tack on LA towards the end of the Austin run, but we had to. We just
didn't want to do it.
Yeah, but you aren't you making something?
We did make something. The Route 66 special. It's out right now.
Oh, you could check it out at patreon.com/
Are You
Garbage or punchup.live / Kevin and Foley.
YouTube, Are You Garbage, YouTube. You probably already seen it if I'm being honest. This thing's going to have a motor on it.
It's a humdinger. It's a real film, Ricky.
What's this special? Is it not stand-up?
There's some stand-up in it. So we did, we got a tour bus. We went from Chicago to L.A. We did 9 shows, 8 cities, 11 days, 2,500 miles. We drove all the way from Chicago to L.A. We stopped at some places along the road, all Route 66 stuff on the bus, behind-the-scenes stuff, bunch of Are You Garbage stuff from the show, some stand-up from the show. Just a real slice of Americana.
You've said this so many times that you're not present when you say it anymore.
I think I'm getting better with it.
I'm going to tell you that you're wrong, and I haven't even seen what you've done before. What you've gotten better at is not trying to think about what it is. I see you hitting your beats.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't see you.
All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again.
That's pretty good.
As an actor, I take that criticism internally, but now I have to do it again.
Well, instead of taking it like criticism,
he hates you.
Just take it as direction.
Sure.
And just have a thought for each one of it and connect with me with each
Put
beat.
yourself there on all 2,500 miles.
Check this out. All Route 66 stuff. We did 9 shows. Was it in 8 days, I think? Right? Was it about 8 days?
It was about 8 days.
We drove from Chicago all the way to the West Coast. What are we thinking about while we're doing it? You see, we're having thoughts during this.
All right, can I do it again?
Yeah.
You ready?
Man, talk about a tough hang.
There we go. Yeah, the Route 66 tour. So we started in Chicago.
Did we?
Yeah, we started in Chicago. We went all the way to L.A. We ended up doing 9 shows because we added a show.
I'm over here.
We did 8 cities. It was 11 days. We packed it
After you say each thing or before you say each thing, have a thought about it.
Okay. We did 8 cities. Okay. And then we did 9 shows. It was 11 days, I believe. It was 11 days.
11, 12 days, something like that. You lose count when you're hanging out with the boys.
About 2,500 miles. It was fantastic. We got to meet all the fans, which was great to do. Some stand-up, some Are You Garbage, and then obviously we stopped along the way. We stopped. What's the name of the town?
Uranus.
Thoughts.
Uranus.
We stopped in Uranus. Yeah, Uranus. And stopped in Cuba, Missouri too. Oh. Got to meet some good people there in Cuba. So it was really fun.
What kind of people did you meet that made them good people?
Salt of the earth.
What does that mean to you?
Just blue collar, hardworking people.
Normal guys hanging out, getting drunk.
People that don't ask to look at different rooms when they get to a hotel. Not Hollywood types. People that do the living and die in this town, as Frank Capra so eloquently wrote. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Have you seen the film?
Yeah, that's where he goes, "What's happening? It's cold out here. Where are the angels?"
Now that I liked. How was that? Was that better?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cut it, print it.
Let's go.
Put that on Instagram.
You happy with how it came out?
No, we are. We're very happy. Yeah, it was fun. It very much encapsulates us, our relationship with the fans, and it's just funny. It's just fun.
What's your relationship with the fans?
We're very, it sounds kind of corny. I always used to say, I would be watching like the Grammys or the Oscars as a kid, and they would thank the fans. And like as like a 10-year-old, I'm like, you're fucking full of shit. You like the money and the fame and the whores. You know what I mean?
At 10?
And yeah, I'm a very cynical guy. You know what I mean? Now it's like it is very. I've so realized that like all those people wear line is very much for the fans. We always do meet and greets wherever we can. Depending
Where
upon
can't you?
Theaters and stuff like that get hard if you're
because there's too many people.
Too many people. They're not
Theaters
set up
don't
for
let
it.
you.
And also, I mean, they'll let you, but like a lot of times you have to charge for it.
And we
Like
don't do that.
you have to sell like a VIP package, and
What
we
about
don't.
selling the VIP package for $1?
I was thinking the way I want to do it is the first like 100 people to buy tickets would get it. That way.
What do you guys think? You want the first 100 people? If you want to get tickets to see Are You Garbage live in concert in Miami, Florida, August 15th through the 19th, do yourself a favor. Go to punchup.live/garbage. Pick up tickets, be one of the first 100, or be square. That's punchup.live/garbage.
Seemed a little soulless.
Tickets are not $1, by the way.
Tickets are $1,000.
No, you know what it is, honestly, is that, we had nothing before this. We were both grinding away. And this was such a special thing, and it connected with people, especially over the pandemic.
This being your podcast.
The podcast, yes.
So
that
it's
we
cool
just
to
have
mix
a
it
very
up with
tight
them.
relationship.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean? They saved us, and a lot of times they say, we got them through tough times, and it's a very family-esque kind of vibe.
It's
A
funny
very deep
that you say
vibe.
that, because a lot of people, technically I rescued my doggy, and a lot of people are like, oh, you rescued the dog, and the truth is,
The dog
I
rescued.
did. What's that?
The dog rescued you.
nah, I think he was doing pretty good. He was in a position to rescue a dog. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, he's so sweet.
Where was he that you rescued him?
Los Angeles.
On the streets?
He was doing
At an-
co-stars and guest stars and just, which pays decent if you think about it, if you could do it every week, but a lot of auditions to get each one of those roles,
Working at an airline somewhere.
Yeah, wasting his time on the casting couch. Now look at him.
He's a good boy.
Now, do you tell your agent and manager about is he a Nepo baby? Is he going to be the classic LA Nepo baby? You're going to hook him up with the big manager and the big agent, and all of a sudden he's going to be at the SAG Awards next year? Is that your move? You're going to get him into the family business?
No, he's just a regular guy, salt of the earth, blue collar.
Okay.
He wouldn't ask to see a second room at a hotel.
So
He did not like that.
I want to have a conversation about this.
Go ahead.
Because I understand your perspective on this, and I do not share it. And I don't think that we're wrong.
Is this the hotel room? I don't know what road you're going down.
Yes, the hotel room, but not specifically the hotel room, because there are other things in my life where, like, I get this response from salt of the earth New York guys.
Hey, we're from Philly, but sure.
We're also damaged, repressed,
yes.
anxiety-ridden people.
But there is a judgment. And I'm not saying that you're judging my character or my soul, but there is a playful judgment of, oh, you're doing this, the Jewish, you dumb fucking
say
Jew.
Jewish.
You said you dumb Jew. Come back to it.
No, we're not doing that again. I didn't say anything about Jewish people. My cousin's Jewish.
I don't judge. As I've gotten older, I realize I go like, man, you're just doing what a normal human thing would do, to be like.
But most people wouldn't. I do recognize most people wouldn't do that. Most people would be like, most people might not even ask for the upgrade. You always ask.
I've never asked.
Ask.
And I'll tell you what, most people.
How's that go? Do you have an upgrade?
First, I don't start with do you have an upgrade. I start with I try to get
You
in
got
a
the
little bit.
ID. My ID stinks. I'm not turning anybody
There
with
are
my
other
ID.
things.
Let's do it. I'm the guy at the counter. Come on, let's
Okay.
get into it. All right, ready?
Yep. Should I get my ID?
No, we'll
Okay.
punch it in post. Hello,
Hey.
Mr. Glassman. How are you? Welcome to the Rochester Hotel. I'm
How did
Henry.
you know? You're very good. Did you see my reservation? I was coming in at this hour, so you knew my name.
I did. We're so happy to have you here.
You know, I'm pretty good too. Do you want to see?
Yes.
Watch this. Your birthday, April.
No.
I knew it.
Very funny, Mr. Glassman.
Give this guy the keys to the fucking
Oh,
hotel.
thanks,
What are we
Mr.
talking
Bellman. Jewish.
You're the Bellman.
Bellman? A Jewish guy Bellman? Nah, come on.
The
Spelled get
last
over
name
here.
Bellman is very Jewish.
Yes.
Bellman.
Anyway, I wanted to open up with a little bit of joke because I'm going to ask for you for a favor, and
Okay.
you could say no,
Of course.
And if you do, I'll throw a fit. I was wondering if there's any chance if you have any complimentary upgrades. If I'll also tell you this, I don't need any room service or any housekeeping. I'll be here for 4 nights, no housekeeping. I'll clean it all myself. Can I get a little bit of an upgrade?
Sure. Let me just check and see what we have available. Actually, we can make that work for you. Yeah, we'll upgrade you to the 3rd floor from the basement. The murder suite we have available. How does that sound?
The what suite?
We also have a room on the 12th floor, which might be slightly better.
Can I see all of them?
Now you're pressing your luck, Glassman.
So the thought was like,
Can I tell you this real quick? You do that, all right, people that give you shit about it, jokingly, whatever, not us, but most people, they're just a little bit.
Not you guys.
Not me.
They're just a little bit jealous that you have that in you to do that, which I think is a good thing. I'm on a therapy journey right now, trying to be a little more confident, trying not to give the power over to people. I give power to people a lot, all right? I respect the move, and that's a better way to live. When you live like that, you're just kind of operating at a higher level. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
It's not the guy's hotel. The fuck does he care? So
guys
it's
just
like,
took a
yeah,
180
he
when I
would do
asked
the
you
same
about
thing.
this.
Well, you see, we were just talking about this with our good pal Francis Ellis. We have like this inferiority complex where, like, if we're at a nice restaurant, if we're like, yeah, let's go, celebrate, we're very much like, what, my money ain't green? Like, we feel like we don't belong.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't belong in a place like this to begin with.
I
just
can't wear a
inherently.
bathing suit at a steakhouse? Like, what the fuck's going on
Which
here?
he did. So it's very much...
It was wet, too.
It's very much, we feel like we don't belong, so we get defensive right away.
Yeah.
And you go, it's just a normal human level confidence. Would you just... Everybody knows they have unused, nicer rooms. You go, hey... Oh, well, hey, got your nose. Can I have a room type thing? And they might give it to you.
I got your nose is a good open.
That's not bad, right?
You got to feel out.
Do the thumb bit, maybe? Whoa.
The quarter behind the ear is always a big one, too.
No, I think it's how a normal grown man should be able to operate. We just, myself specifically and him, I lack those tools.
But I'm trying to work on it to be that way. To not expect and not be a dick. Just, have the... It's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
It's not a big deal to ask.
No.
I came here last night. Cassandra helped me out. And you know what Cassandra said to me?
What?
I normally charge for this. You're so charming. You should work in hospitality management. You're very good at this, she said to me.
Nice.
And I bring this up to say, asking for something... Sure, why not? It's not their hotel. What do you have to lose? That's one side of it. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying that I made anybody's night, but I will say...
I did get a standing ovation.
But I will say, being in the audience for my mom, growing up watching my mom schmooze everyone, walk into a Verizon store, and the people from the back come in to see my mom, and they're friends with her, and they like her, and my mom comes in. My mom, when I was growing up, sold cologne and perfume at
Behind
like
the counter?
Macy's and Dillard's.
Really?
Yeah.
She was... Oh, I love
So
that.
she always has like testers and mini bottles and little lotions, and she brings gifts everywhere.
Wow.
And I'm watching my mom, yes, be funny, but more than that, my mom is so lovely and likable and
She's working
funny.
the room.
Yeah.
She's giving everybody an experience.
And it's authentic. Like she is like that at home. I think our coffees might be ready. Pardon me.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
He knows excuse me.
Excuse me. Come here, buds.
Thank you for calling the Glassman residence. This is Rick. How may I help you?
I'm not here.
Yes. Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, legendary comedian Bill Burr is now streaming on Hulu with his new Hularious stand-up special, Bill Burr, Drop Dead Years. Get Bill's provocative, unfiltered, and honest point of view on everything from marriage and parenthood to dating advice and dropping dead. With his signature raw wit and drop-dead commentary, Bill fearlessly pushes boundaries as he navigates the nonsense and weighs in on mental health, social media, and societal norms. In his first Hulu stand-up special, I have good news. No limit is off. No topic is off limits. With Bill's refreshingly candid take on the chaotic landscape of our world. Not yesterday, today. Burr's unique ability to blend deep critique with laugh-out-loud humor is exactly what makes this one of his most personal and funniest hours yet. See the new Hularious stand-up special, Bill Burr, Drop Dead Years, now streaming on Hulu. Next ad. This episode of Take Your Shoes Off is sponsored by BetterHelp. I have been in therapy, and look at me now. I'm not saying it's because of this. I have trophies. I have this black figurine family. I have Rubik's Cube. And more than that, I have a better understanding of how and why I operate the way I do. Sometimes I'm feeling a certain way. I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Am I asking the right questions? Absolutely. Am I asking the most specific ones? Sometimes you need a little bit of guidance. Sometimes you need someone to say, hey, you felt that way before. You notice a pattern. I didn't realize that's You know what? That is interesting. I think every time I make love to a beautiful woman, I feel guilty. Why? And I think the reason is because it doesn't feel good to break hearts. So yeah, I stopped having sex with beautiful women, and now I'm only having sex with ugly women. And that's because I'm getting to know their personalities. I used to be so superficial. I used to be like, big tits, fat ass, tight stomach, juicy lips, suck on my balls, suck on my tits. And now I'm like, oh, you're beautiful. I don't know if your insides are beautiful. So let me get to know you. So anyway, I've been just f***ing the ugliest girls. Jokes aside, one of the benefits of BetterHelp is it helps you find a clinical licensed therapist and be matched to them. And if you don't like who you've been matched to, you could find a new person. They'll help you do it, and you don't have to pay anything for that. All you have to do is go to betterhelp.com/TYSO to get 10% off your first month. Your well-being is worth it. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/TYSO. What's up with Glassman? He's always talking about therapy and f***ing ugly girls. Now you can too. Go to betterhelp.com/TYSO to get 10% off your first month. This episode is sponsored by Veya. So apparently there's 500,000 happy customers. I'm getting that from the source, so they can't all be wrong. Veya is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real, effective driven results. Am I saying that right? Cannabinoids? Cannabinoids. 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 Cannabinoids sounds like the small version of the Foot Clan. I don't know if you guys, if you're all, because my audience is super young and hot, if you know about the Foot from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but cannabinoid sounds like a little creature that they would have that would, the turtles would fucking slash through right away, man. Anyway, if you're looking for daily wellness, laser focus, or deep relaxation, there's a whole bunch of different kinds. This one's called Elevate, so I don't know if this one makes you actually float, but it is Mango Tango. This is Dreams. You'll take this one, Berry Midnight, with THC and CBD and CBN. CBN's the new hot one that you're supposed to take, and it makes you feel good when you're going to sleep. I highly encourage the host to get creative. This will dramatically increase sales. I'm Dr. Glassman. Oh boy. Their products range from 0 milligrams to 100 milligrams of THC. Don't worry, this product was made in the USA and it contains quality ingredients sourced from the finest hemp for your peace of mind and lab tested and certified. If you're 21 or over, check out the link to Veya in our description, and don't forget to use code TYSO to receive 15% off, free shipping on orders over $100, and if you're new to Veya, get a free gift of your choice. After your purchase, they're going to ask where you heard about them. Let them know the Take Your Shoes Off podcast sent you. Enhance your everyday with Veya. Again, you can click the link in the description. It is Veya, VIIA.co/TYSO. Again, that's 15% off plus free shipping on all orders $100 or more. And if it's your first time ordering, you get a free gift. Check it out. Link in the description.
Need cash? You got it.
Now I'm getting yelled at by my cousin. I didn't deposit a wedding gift check. Their parents are freaking out.
How much is it for?
$50. You believe that?
500.
Oh, that's a
They
little bit.
couldn't go.
When'd you
they
get married?
Sent something nice. December.
Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Do you have 2 5s?
I don't.
I do.
Yeah. Give him the 10.
Give him the 20.
What are you doing?
The problem with giving them a 10 is then how do I give somebody something next?
They're not gonna. What do you think? They go back and tell each other? Hey, Glassman hooked me up.
No. I'm saying I only have so much cash on me to give tips for stuff.
Okay.
You think? Because by the way, I'm not the DoorDash guy. I had to tip $7.
Sure. That's the cost of doing business in a Big Apple.
And then
I'll tell you what. Let us take care of the tips.
Let me take care of
and
it.
then I'm going to give him 5. You think I should give him 10?
No, we'll take care.
I feel 5 is fine.
Sure. 5's okay. Sure, things will pick up.
I'm not going to be tip shamed. I'm a good tipper.
I know you're a good
I'm
tipper.
sure
From
you
the
are.
lobby up $5. You know what giving 10 is? Giving 10 is we're on camera. Why don't you give a little bit more?
All right. No. Let us take care of it, though.
No.
We insist. We're not taking your $10.
I just need 2 5s.
Just take the 2 5s.
Yeah.
You took the 10?
He's gonna make it a thing.
It's probably laced with something.
It's probably got a fucking air tag on it. Be tracking my whereabouts for the next 48 hours. How you
I
doing?
don't think you realize how anti-Semitic that is, but
Wait, why?
so Jewish, he puts an air tag on his tens.
Oh, I know it wasn't money. It was more you're a weirdo and you want to know where I'm at.
Yeah, and he's Jewish, so he's weird. You're really digging yourself in the hole here. What are you saying?
I'm married to a Jewish woman. I grow with a lot of Jewish people. I like.
Can't get nothing. Married to a Jewish woman. And my wife's Asian, so we're pretty bulletproof.
So we can make fun of both of those groups.
Sure.
No,
She's Filipino.
I love the Jewish people. Mazel.
I love the Jewish people. It's a good merge you should have.
My mom just rolled over hearing that, huh?
She doesn't like Jews?
No, she does. But I mean, I can't denounce my Catholicism on a Jewish
Now,
program.
pardon me for not knowing this. Has your mom passed away, or is she
No,
asleep
she's
right
still
now?
alive. She's in
She's in
Philly
bed?
right now, really upset.
Just,
My mom's alive, too.
Yeah, my mom's alive.
My
But so-
dad's dead.
That was a record. That was the longest you ever went without shoehorning that into a conversation.
Talk about it a lot. So I'm in the therapy. Can I get a hug or something? Get out of here.
How about a muffin at least?
Some of them pistachios.
stay seated.
The face he gave you.
I take it your therapy isn't physical therapy. You know, I want to tell you something else, a little hotel hack.
Hit me.
Look behind you. You see the snacks?
Yes. That's
Oh,
Mountain Valley
You brought
water. That's the
some of
good
them.
stuff.
You brought some
I
of them.
ordered them to be delivered.
Some of them were on the plane, though. I seen the picture. Also, first class, not bad.
How do you know?
He posted a picture. I seen it.
Ooh, very nice.
Great, I got dog hair all over me. Like I work in a goddamn kennel.
Come here. Come here. What's going on with you? I want to get a little puppy like that. That's nice. Wait, hold on. Finish about the snacks. Because I know this hotel don't serve applesauce.
Yeah, I also got some in the fridge.
You're a big applesauce guy.
They had applesauce. You see what the local snacks are. It's kind of like a farm to table thing. What's doing? I'll make with what's doing. We get some organic applesauce. Add it to the
Wait,
list.
you think that's a New York thing? I've never seen anybody eat applesauce in the
Never.
10 years I've been living here.
No.
You obviously aren't really married to a Jew. How does she eat her potato pancakes? By the way, speaking of potato pancakes,
Shout out
gentlemen,
to 'em.
look under your chairs.
You're lying. I'd love it.
Couple of
I would say that's the only pushback I'd give on the Jewish culture. The applesauce on the potato pancakes.
Whoa.
No bueno.
Really? I love it.
Butter and sour cream.
I like applesauce so much.
I love applesauce.
that I now dip my. I like to take my pastrami sandwich, and I do the top piece of bread is a potato pancake,
Okay.
and I dip the whole sandwich in applesauce.
Interesting.
It's pretty good.
If you put a layer of applesauce in there, I wouldn't hate it.
Gentlemen, these are yours.
Thank you,
sir.
buddy.
Pimp, take a load off.
Take a load off, baby. Big man?
Do I need a straw?
Looks like you do.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Now this I'm not crazy about.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, I love it.
But I know, but how do I peel this off?
Yes.
Starbucks does it where it's just like this is on there. I mean, this is like a proper sticker. And you can't jab your way through it.
Yeah, I've never seen this.
Let me see.
I love that the package came. I normally don't order drinks delivered, but I really wanted it.
It's a very New York thing, I feel.
Ordering drinks or having them be sealed like this, buddy. Just peel it off.
That's a
doesn't peel
wild.
off.
That's a wild decision.
I know that's insane. May I,
To psycho the thing?
I'm sorry.
dude?
I know you're not getting the room service. See?
Well, it's all wet and
Mine's
Well,
no.
it was like that before.
Yours came off
What's
significantly
going on?
easier.
Oh, that's such a baby dog. You got a little tiny little baby dog head. Thank you.
Can we get yours?
Yeah.
See?
We're talking about bows. You got me here looking like a goddamn asshole on the internet. I gotta rep the upkeep. Thank you, Daddy.
Now that's good coffee.
See?
Thanks for watching, everybody.
This guy still got. We get pedicures, manicures. I mean,
Is that what you do? Out there in Los Angeles, you get manicures and pedicures?
What do you guys do with the bus bathroom?
the bus bathroom is a very a tour bus bathroom is a very specific tool. You're only allowed to pee on it. The rule number one is absolutely no poop.
He knows. Pimp knows.
I know. I'm
Bus
telling
guy.
not everybody out there. You know, is
One of the deciding factors between this room and the other room,
Yes.
was that this has a guest bathroom in case you guys had to
you got
piss and
two
shit.
bathrooms.
Why are you?
the heck?
Are you? You're not. You don't enjoy that familiarity? How's that? How's that rose syrup treat?
I kind of want to pour you a sip.
I'm all
I
right.
know what a chai tastes like.
With the little rose.
Yeah, I'm all about that stuff.
Hi, sweet boy.
Despite my appearance, I'm pretty well cultured.
So the conversation about the tip.
Gulp, gulp.
When I have
Sure.
that with you.
Yeah,
Hit me.
talk to me.
So you gotta tip people when they come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? My shower. My shower is body wash, conditioner, body wash. I'm like, I don't know what's going on in these hotels, but I have a feeling they made a mistake. No shampoo. Shampoo guy comes up.
You get this just a shampoo guy.
$5.
Sure.
Coffee guy comes up. $5.
Okay.
I'm surprised you use those. That you use the thing in our dispensers.
I bring a lot of products with me, but I use the hotel's shampoo and conditioner.
really
And body
That's-
wash,
That's jerk off city. There's probably cum in there.
Yeah.
That's what people
Once they
do.
made it, you can access. I'm a weird guy.
You can open that.
No, you can't.
Some of them
locked
you can.
up?
That's why
Okay.
somebody had to come and do it.
Good.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, then that one I would have used. Some of I don't like using. I bring my
Instead
own
of
products.
coming to it. What's that?
I bring my own products.
I bring a lot of products. What are your products?
I'm a bar of soap guy. Bring a bar of soap for the run.
I take the bar.
What the hell is that?
I
Look?
take the bar of soap.
I
from
mean,
the
it
sink.
doesn't come off.
What do you mean? Your skin?
Bar soap leaves a film that's not
That's
for me.
what we're looking for.
Nice.
I don't
coat.
deserve a body wash.
Interesting.
I used a sugar scrub the other day. I feel like a new man. You ever use a sugar scrub?
What were you just eating
Put it on a
gummies?
bagel, but still. He likes
You don't know what a
to-
sugar scrub
I
is?
use it for my lips.
Your lips.
Yeah.
Really?
Do you want to have the camera be off you while you're picking your nose
Sorry.
while we're talking about sugar scrubs? Your lips.
I don't have a
Interesting.
He's got to change rooms now.
Is that why you wanted a guest bathroom? You wouldn't want people using. I mean, me, I would understand. But normal people, you wouldn't want them using your bathroom?
I don't think your poops are any grosser than anybody else's.
I do declare. The gentleman from Pennsylvania has a few notes to add.
Glassman, you have
To the meeting
misspoken. That sounds like a challenge.
Why are his poops worse?
I mean, do we have to get into,
I don't know, man.
How much more are they smellier? Are they bigger? Are they more often?
all of it. All of the above.
There's I don't want to gross everybody out, but it's over as I've gotten the last 2 years. Bad, deep, rich. You know what I mean? You know, like you could tell just between a lobster bisque. Do you eat lobster bisque?
No, sir.
All right, so
You don't do shellfish.
you don't do shellfish?
Not really, but I did tip a guy $5.
There you go.
I would have done 20 if we're being honest to get back to the tip.
So here's
So I am selfish.
this is going to be hard for you to relate to, but there's a difference if you get a lobster bisque where the base was made with just lobster meat, or if they made the base with the shells. When they use
in
the
it.
shells,
It's-
it's deeper. That's kind of like what we're dealing with.
Got it.
Yeah.
We're talking about like draining the marrow.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a deep.
I
It's a
can't
deep
keep
stock.
giving $20, $10 tips if they come up whenever they come up.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Just busting your balls.
I just don't agree.
I understand. I wouldn't have tipped the shampoo guy probably.
See, now here's the thing. Here's
No.
the thing. The shampoo you're saying is less valuable than the coffees.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Who brought the shit? I assume a maintenance guy came
A maintenance
up.
guy came up, brought the
I
shit-
don't think you tip a maintenance guy. That fault. He's not working. He's not working on tips.
Did you make him
maintenance
take his
guy don't
shoes
get
off?
tips.
No, but I did ask him to not step in the shower when he put the thing in because there's a key to unlock the things. So he gave a little bit of a reach.
Yeah.
It's more work for the guy to come up and go into the bathroom than this guy.
That's his
For
job.
sure.
And it's not a tip-based job. That's what I would say. He's a building maintenance guy. He probably makes $120,000 a year. He's got good bennies and probably in a union.
Got it.
That's not a tip-based salary.
I'm not tipping people based on what their employer is paying them. I'm tipping them on the
Sure.
service that they do.
Fair enough.
And if, like, for example, if I could have gone down and gotten it, which I could have, then, and
Sure.
someone's doing something that I didn't want to do, I could have,
Would you have?
if we weren't recording, yeah.
No, not the. I thought you meant the shampoo.
I asked. I said, I went down to ask for the shampoo. I said, I'll wait here. They said, a maintenance guy's got to bring it
Oh
up.
yeah, no, fuck that. I wouldn't have gone down to get that. I like when they come up. A little business.
Yeah?
He's al fresco, hanging out.
I prefer them not to. I don't want to ask.
I don't want anybody in.
And is that why you don't do the cleaning service? You don't want people in your room?
Two unrelated things.
Okay.
Cleaning service. I'm clean. I don't need you to
I don't
clean
like
my
it
place.
either. I don't. If I need towels, I'll let you know.
Towels.
There's something about it. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You feel the same?
Rule of thumb, yes, but there has been times where I didn't put the hanger on the door.
Is that the
And
kind
I
of
went
hotels
out-
you stay at?
What?
You put a hanger on the door
Kinda
to keep
dorm
people
room.
out?
Whatever.
You're not
I
boning some
haven't- I
chick?
haven't told them to stay out.
He means the sticker, the do not disturb sticker.
You hang it on the door.
hanger.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know where it's
First of all, it's not a sticker. You and stickers today, you're having bad luck. You put it on the doorknob. Talking about the coffee lid sticker.
I remember.
I saw you look at it. You clocked it.
No, I was looking to see what Pimp's doing over by the camera.
My coffee lid's crooked too. It's bothering me.
I would, if I don't do it, I come back. It is nice when they do everything. And then you come back and go, oh, I do appreciate this. I don't ask for it, I don't like
lovely.
it. But when they do it, I go, maybe I should do this more.
It's very Seinfeld too, but I hate to talk. I hate
Oh,
it.
the first thing I
Brutal.
do, I untuck, I check the seam of the mattress for bed bugs.
Yep.
Really?
I bring my own pillow. I then unload my pillow. And I have my day.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I respect it. You got to check for the bed bugs.
I've never done that.
The reason I don't like people coming up is because, as you guys understand, I like to ask for things. I only want to ask for things if it's something that is worth it. Like, I want something. I save my asks. Like, if I'm going to ask for more water, I'm also going to ask for more barbecue sauce at the same time. Bring it together.
Of
I don't
course.
want to keep asking for stuff.
You don't want to, that would be in a
yeah.
restaurant. That's what they call running the server. As someone who waited, this guy's running me. I go back. Oh, can I get this? Oh, can I get that? That's a gentleman's move. Hey, can I get another birch beer and a little more salsa? Yeah, it's good.
Birch beer and salsa. That's a nice restaurant you're at.
What do you do when they come over and they drop a birch beer for somebody else and that person's talking and that person doesn't acknowledge? Do you say thank you for them?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
100%.
that drives him crazy.
No,
Which one
we'll
drives
do
you-
it after I thank, which I feel is like
Yeah.
they'll drop my drink. I'll order a drink, and they'll drop it, and I'll go, oh, thank you. To the level of, it's not an
You're not
insane
giving him $5.
I'm not giving him, you know what I mean? I'm stiffing him, better believe it. No, I'm not going, he'll hit him with, I'll say thank you, and then he'll go, thank you so much. He one-ups my thank you.
I say thank you when anything hits a table.
I
Again,
get
it goes
that.
back to the not being able to fucking ask to look at both rooms. It's an anxiety.
We
thing.
feel like we're putting them out, even though it's their job. It's just how we were.
Plus, I
relatively
want
new.
them to know.
But he's done
We're
it.
cool.
He's done it one time when he wasn't eating. They dropped the burger. I said, "Thanks a lot, appreciate it." He goes, "Thank you so much," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Why does it bother you?
Because to me, and we've pushed back on this, he's doing that for him, not for any other reason. That is a selfish act for him to feel like he's said. That's the guy's been thanked. The transaction is done. So he wants to. He feels weird. So he feels he has to say thank you.
How does
So
that?
he's
Why does that
scratching
affect you
itch.
negatively?
Because he's.
That's a great question.
Whoa. It's because to me it doesn't make
Take a
sense.
second.
What?
I think
No,
you feel like I'm one-upping you.
he is one upping me. If I say thank you and then he goes thank you so much, that in essence,
Sorry for
by
my moron friend. It
yeah,
just
by
said thank you.
comparison, it's like I can't say thank my thank you wasn't sufficient
Who's
enough.
comparing?
What?
Who's making?
He
the
would
compar-
be, or I would be.
Well,
Anybody.
clearly you are.
Yeah.
Do you think the server is going? I'm glad that other guy said thank you. That was a way better thank you.
I don't
I
know,
hope
but then
they
I would
do.
go, what's his motive of saying it? Why?
Well, what's the answer?
I think it's for him. It's not for the waiter.
Right. So if it's for him, by design, it's not for you.
Sure.
Which means he's not doing it to
But
one
I'm
up
also
you.
in this situation, so it is happening. It's not happening in a vacuum.
Hold on, can I say this just to break this real quick? He looks like a little baby wolf when he's sleeping.
He's got like three different faces.
Yeah, it's like a little bear, like a little wolf. Man,
Cute.
he's
Then
all
he's
right.
got the underbite sometimes where he
Yeah,
looks like
that's
the
the pug.
pug. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, yeah, he's like four different dogs.
He's a really good dog.
He's a cutie.
Thank you, boys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
No, thank you so much.
No, I get. No, it's mostly just we're making a bit out of it, but
I think that
I think it's.
you
I
need
think
to.
it's, I
I
think
think
it's
you need to accept
excessive.
your friend a little bit more and understand that he's
Thank you,
he's
Rick.
having a hard time. He's having a hard time,
Sure.
and whether or not it's efficient, whether or not it's for him, whether or not it's codependent, at the moment, this is where he's at.
You know, I wish a lot more people would have that attitude.
Could you-
just accept me?
Shh.
Sorry.
You shut the
no,
fuck up and don't ruin this for yourself.
I sometimes try and check in with my intention.
I'm not accepting it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
He also has to, if this is a relationship and I've expressed that, hey, this is bothersome, along with a lot of other things you do, can you not do this when it's like, it's also easy for him not to say
What about this? What about thinking of it this way?
Sure.
What if he's not...
This is my transaction. This is my deal, Jerry.
That's what I want to talk about.
This is my deal. He's got no skin in the game.
He's not... What if you think
The
of it this way?
table as a whole is
That's
the
what
skin
I'm
in the game.
I know, but...
That's what I'm trying to say.
I know, but I'm a represent... hold on. No. Yes, if I drop the ball, he's got to pick up the ball. I did not drop the ball.
But he isn't just thanking the person for delivering your burger. He's thanking the person for doing the job that he is also part of. He's thanking him
But if he
for
just
the
drops,
night.
if he drops my soda to me as an individual, not to everybody at the table, I get it that he comes over with 5 drinks. He goes, here's yours, here's yours. Everybody should go, thank you. I appreciate it. But if the transaction is just with me and the waiter, and I say thank you, and then he does it again, to me that's...
What if you go down to the lobby
egregious.
and there's a guy who's wearing a name tag that says, excuse me, a woman who's wearing a name tag.
Okay.
That says Sarah.
Sexy. Okay.
Owner of the hotel.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a world where one of you goes to her and say, hey, thank you so much for having us in your hotel. It's beautiful.
No, I would expect her to say thank you so much for
Yes.
your business.
Did you give her business?
Yeah, what do you mean? I was at the hotel. I stayed overnight. Ordered a bunch of room service. I got caught up, ate all the snacks.
Ruined the sheets.
Yeah.
No more shampoo.
I'm saying you, today, in this hotel.
Oh, while I'm walking out of here?
Yeah.
No.
No, she didn't do anything for me.
Here's a guy up on 19's a real screwball.
I mean, what's the transaction there that I should thank her for?
That's the thing. When I see somebody emptying a garbage bag out at a mall or something, or cleaning up something in the bathroom. Let's say that I go into the bathroom. I didn't mess up that bathroom. I walk into that bathroom. They just clean stuff up. I say thank you for
So do
thank
I
you.
on the way out.
Of course.
And if somebody is doing the trash thing, like if they're emptying the trash at like a place like that, and I go to throw something in the trash can they're dumping it into, you mind if I
ask
throw
first.
this in here?
Yeah,
Of course.
Thank
Same.
you.
But
Thank
I
you
would-
so much.
I would argue that's way different than the owner of a $100 million hotel. That guy's a blue collar guy. Back to that salt of the earth people.
And that's the thing.
That guy's doing a task that not everybody wants to do.
You feel that
Everybody wants to own a hotel.
based off of somebody's status and looking at them as an underdog of society, more so than somebody who has a higher wealth status, you think that the underdog is more deserved of a thank you.
Yes.
Sure.
Similarly to how you felt the person who's coming up, the maintenance guy, making $120K a year, he doesn't deserve the $5 thank you, but the bellman, Jewish, does. Even though that guy came up and he did more.
Yeah, but to me, it's that the
You're
bellman
being
works
judgmental.
The bellman works on tips.
But
That's a societal
I'm
thing.
using
I didn't make that rule.
I'm using that as
The
an
maintenance
analogy
guy
for
the maintenance guy isn't in the service.
Yeah, he's not in service.
You're wrong.
No.
Of course he's in service. We are all in
But he's
service.
not in service of me. He's in service of the building. I don't represent the building. I'm
He
the
brought
customer.
me the shampoo
For the building.
for me to use.
But that's Rick. But it's for the building. If I got here and it was already filled, I wouldn't go, hey, where's the guy who filled the shampoo?
so
I got to give him $5.
here's where the disconnect
That's
is.
for the building.
Here's where the disconnect
and
is.
he's compensated as such.
I'm acknowledging a person for doing a thing, not a job and what its definition is.
And I get
Okay.
that. You're allowed to
So
do
to
that.
you, you're acknowledging the definition. The definition is you drop my burger. This is my transaction with you. This belongs to me. He's acknowledging the person for doing the job. Hey, thank you for doing this.
I
Thank
got
you
one
for
for
making
you.
this table better.
Sure. Let's say I said I was going to tip the guy $20. You gave him $5. If I stopped him,
Stop too.
the bellman, the Jewish guy,
Is that who brought it up? Was Bellman?
I don't know.
who brought up the coffee,
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the DoorDash guy.
It was not. He worked at the hotel. I don't know if he was a
you
bellman.
were going to
or-
give him $5, and I said I would give him 20.
Yeah.
If I got up and walked and said, "Oh, what did he give you? 5? Well, here's 15, because that's what you deserve."
It's
that
in
you
there.
would go. That was weird. That would make you feel weird.
That's he's saying.
Can I
That's
tell
the
you?
same
The,
thing.
can I tell you the truth?
Sure.
I'd be fine with it.
I think that would make most. Okay, let's remove you from the situation. I think that would make most people would go, "What the fuck?"
That'd be like if we went out to a restaurant.
I understand that.
You would have to.
That one makes more
that's-
sense.
You can't not.
But
understand
giving
that.
somebody 15 on top of somebody else's 5 is not the same as a thank you so much.
Sure.
Listen, I'm not writing my thesis on this argument, but this was mostly like a fun, lighthearted thing that got into, interpersonal dynamics. But
Still fun to me. I recognize
No, I
not
know,
to
but
you,
it's like-
and we could drop it.
no, it's totally no.
How would you feel if, say, we were out in L.A., we went to Norm's, all right? We went to Norm's, had a little lunch, whatever. You're picking up the check. You pick up the check. You guys walk out. I take a peek at the thing. I think I put an extra tip in there.
That's great.
It wouldn't bother you?
Not at all.
I'd be infuriated.
Yeah, see, I think that's just. I think that's.
I'd go back in and buy the restaurant.
I think you're in the minority there a little bit. I feel. That's
Yeah,
my
there's less
take.
than 0.04% of us in existence, but we get the bad rap.
Talking Jews.
Guys who asked to see both suites, both rooms.
And I'm not saying I'm right. This is totally a mental.
That one makes more sense to me. But I'm like, give them as much money as you want. I'm a good tipper, despite what you want to argue about this $5. That makes logical sense to me.
I think you're probably a great tipper.
No, I'm
a good tipper.
I'm not shitting on you.
But what I'm saying is, let's say a bill's $25. Yeah. And let's
Okay.
say I leave $10.
Great.
I think that's a nice tip.
Great tip.
If you then look at it and want to drop another 10, and now this server's getting $20, more power to them. That doesn't do anything
I
to me.
get that, but I think the implication for a lot of people is what I did was not enough.
And
I'm not saying you might not take it that way, but I think a good chunk of people take it that way, and that's a fair assessment.
And then that means
If you're going, what I did was insufficient,
that means a good chunk of people feel that they're not enough,
buddy. And we got to the bottom of it,
and that's
hence not asking to see 2 rooms.
So when he says thank you so much, and you feel that you're not enough, that's on you, my friend, not on him.
But he's doing it because he doesn't feel enough.
Yeah.
And that's on him.
Okay, but now he's taking what's on him and making it on me.
No, you're making it on you.
No, he's inserted it into the table.
You are
that
all
I'm at.
responsible for your own actions.
Sure, and his action is making me feel.
He doesn't make you feel anything. Because if he did it to...
Yeah, we're going in circle. I see what you're saying, but there's also...
It's a
just
hack,
because
man.
What?
It's a hack.
I know you're right.
It's a point of view that could
You're
just
totally
change.
Right. Rick, you're totally right. I get what I'm saying. That I get that what he does and what I do, they shouldn't have effect on everybody, how you feel about yourself. I totally get that. But it does, and he knows that about me. He's
so
aware
you feel
of this.
unseen.
I'm just saying he's aware of it. And first
Got
of
it.
all, this is insane because he does it on fucking purpose. He's a psychopath who will do it on purpose. So he knows what he's doing. He goes, I know this is going to bother him.
Why
at
does that
times."
one bother you? But you guys bust each other's balls all the time. I mean, what you said to him about the
like
sugar
a married,
scrub.
We're like a married couple, yeah.
The sugar scrub joke didn't bother you.
No, because I did eat it.
I thought it was fun dip.
No, I do it right before I get in the shower, dry. So you got to do it dry.
Coffee scrub's nice too. If you ever done that,
So listen, we can move on. I just
I have a feeling we're not. Gonna move on.
I just want
It's just totally fine.
when this stuff happens, like
Wait, is this a bad thing? I thought this
not at all. But
Okay.
I see, based on what you've told me and what I'm observing, you are you a little triggered?
No.
Are you a little upset?
No.
A little hot?
Not at all.
You're not liking this?
This is
Because your face is fucking fuming right now.
It is not.
You're sweating.
It will be in post.
Little steam
I
coming
turn
out.
into a warhead. No, not at all. I just like arguing.
Sure.
I love arguing.
Do you like debating?
Master of it.
My man.
Were you on the debate team in high school?
Not officially, but I did.
I did argue a lot with people.
Yeah, this kind of stuff really gets me going because I put a lot of intention and thought into this kind of stuff.
I love it.
And-
It's by no means. I don't want you to think I'm weird about it at all. I also speak very loud.
What even expo?
I was about to
marker
ask
in
you, you're about to give us some notes?
I had them in my pocket from the office. I didn't realize they were in my pocket, and then I got here, and I was just fidgeting with them.
Sure.
He's a big whiteboard guy. A lot of whiteboards.
Well, let's move on.
Okay, I feel like you think it's weird.
I forgot what we were actually talking about.
I spend so much time trying to understand my own intentions in the moment and then after it and wondering why did I? And then when I get an answer, I then decide, am I okay with that or am I not? And the amount of time I've spent on it, and then once I get my answers, now I know it for the next time, and it helps me
Gotcha.
go back and forth. And one of the things that I have learned is
I want a nicer room. What is my intention? Is my intention to make somebody laugh? Is my intention to have a better room? Is my intention to save some money and get a free upgrade? And a lot of the times what it comes down to is I want something nice.
I think it's smart. It's a smart, well-adjusted person.
Yeah. Well-adjusted is a great word.
But when you want something nice and you can make somebody else have a good time, it makes it a lot easier.
Sure.
So I sometimes wonder, and like sometimes people will say about your podcast or your stand-up shows, thank you for getting me through a tough time.
Mm-hmm.
That feels nice.
Yeah.
I think
But you didn't start the podcast because of that.
Sure, it's a secondary,
I think I know what you're saying. I think the vehicle that got you to getting the upgrade was charm and making the other person feel good about themselves rather than you coming in, I'm Rick Glassman. I need a better room. Give me this, give me that. You did it in the nice way. So that's why you feel good about it. Is that right?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
I took a shot.
Thank you so
What
much.
I'm saying is I am at a place in my life now where I firmly believe ask for and do whatever you want to do.
I totally
as long
respect
as it
that.
doesn't get in the way of anybody else.
100%. And you should have that. That's
But
how most people
with
should.
that, what happens is when other people do stuff, it doesn't affect me the same anymore. I know that they're doing it for their own reasons. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
No, I agree with you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. For sure.
Maybe this caffeine hit me a little bit.
No, I don't.
haven't had
Is that a lot of caffeine for you?
I don't drink it anymore.
Really?
And I'm feeling it.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why I put it down.
I mean, he's had 3 sips of a chai latte. This is crazy.
I don't like it either.
It gets me like that.
Yeah, it gets me too. But I do it out of like habit, and I like feeling good in the moment, but it always catches up to me.
Why don't you switch to something like a tea or something with less caffeine?
I don't know.
Tried,
coffee taste is just better. I don't know what
You
it
like
is.
the
There's something
coffee taste.
ritualistic about it, too.
Yeah.
Like
Where's yours? Are you done?
Crushed it. That's like my 4th one today. Easy. Yeah, maybe.
I used to work at a place up the street, and I would get there at like 7:30, and then be done at 4:30. And I had this expensive espresso machine behind me, and I would do like 4 double espressos throughout the day to stay awake. I would leave every single day. I'd get to 7th Avenue, walk in to do spots, and I would have a massive panic attack every day. And I just kept doing the same thing.
And you knew it was because of the coffee?
100%. And anxiety.
I don't know if I
just kept
get
doing
you
it.
guys.
Why?
So you don't know if you get
What's
us?
there to get? We're 2 idiots.
But you're not.
Okay.
You guys are so smart and so funny. And the things that you guys say that are bits are real, though. And like, you're just giving yourself a panic attack.
Yeah.
Why?
Guy likes to redline it, dude.
I don't know. Just keep doing the same things over and over again.
Is it an addiction thing?
Probably. Yeah.
Right.
Probably. As much as I want to change, I just keep doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results.
How old are you?
49 today.
You're like 18?
Today.
Today's my birthday.
Is today your birthday?
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, pal.
Can I tell you something?
Please.
40 today.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that. Couple of Pisces boys.
No, it's not my birthday. I'm
Oh.
just saying I'm 40 today.
Oh, fair enough.
I knew there was some of the old bait and switch.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks for doing this doing this podcast on your birthday.
Of course, yeah.
We have a surprise for you.
What?
It's a maintenance man with shampoo.
I hope it's the potato pancakes.
I got some snacks back there.
No,
I like to
appreciate
put I order snacks and I put them where the
Where did you
hotel
order them?
snacks
For
are.
like a
just
like a deli or whatever?
A convenience store.
Gotcha, that's what I meant.
I get some nice waters. I get some chips, some chocolates.
Wow.
And now I have them there, and it feels like you're doing the thing, but it's, you know what I mean?
Now, will you?
That's really good. That's a nice touch.
I noticed you got barbecue chips and you have a big chocolate bar. Over the course of the couple of days, will you have that? Will you finish that, or is that really just here for a show? Does that make sense?
Yeah, there's a middle area that I'm thinking of.
You'll have a little bit of it.
I want it. If I want it, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm
Now,
going
if
to.
you don't, do you take that back with you?
So I'm going to. I'm taking the train to Boston,
Shipping it up to Boston.
and I'll just bring it there, and I'm staying in Boston for a few days, and then I'm in Philly.
Oh,
Been there.
Yeah, you're from there.
Sure.
you
So
like
yeah,
the
I'll
Mountain
have
Valley
snacks.
water? That's good. That's classy.
I try not to drink out of plastic,
I like that.
Trying to make that switch.
but sometimes you gotta.
That stuff you got it. But if you can do the glass water, I did it for like a week in Europe, and you come back and you're like,
They really
you
hit us
taste
over the head with
chemicals.
that.
It's great.
Didn't they? They really hit us with that.
What, the
with the
plastic?
microplastics. Every time I get like soup, get takeout soup.
I know.
I'm thinking like you get bone broth from like a Vietnamese place, and you're like, oh, bone broth, good for you. But it's sitting in that plastic thing.
I bring my own ceramic dishes and I have them put it in
Are
there.
you serious?
No.
I've been thinking about doing that.
Yeah, I'm not going to be afraid to do and get the things that I want from it, but like when it's more in my like at home, I don't do plastic. On my rider, I only have one thing, and that's Mountain Valley water or glass or tin water. No, nothing else.
Tin. Yeah.
LAX, no plastic water bottles in the whole airport.
Kidding.
Pretty
What's
good.
it, all glass?
Or tin,
Aluminum, yeah.
or like paper boxes.
Will
or
you
something.
use the refillable water station at an airport?
Would I?
Yeah.
Probably. Do I?
I don't
No.
trust that water. I don't know why.
I do trust it, and it still grosses me out.
Yeah.
Too many people touch it.
What about a water
the
fountain? Would you hit a
faucet.
water fountain?
I used to.
In high school.
Yeah.
They were great.
But
in
yeah,
high
people are
school.
touching it.
Yeah.
Putting their mouth
Something you
on
would
it.
taste the metal. You have to get like real
I see
close
people
to it.
use the ones in Central Park. I'm like, what? Someone's asshole was on that. Probably less than 24
And I
hours ago.
apologize.
I've been doing a lot more stuff since I got my dog. Like I used to not. When I take my socks off, I still try not to step on the floor. I use slippers, or like when I get out of the shower, I'm on the bath mat, and then I shuffle the bath mat over to put my socks on.
Okay.
But I've been like stepping on the floor.
Wait, I'm confused here. You
You've been
step on the
getting
floor
looser
with or
with your-
without socks?
I'm saying when I get in bed, take my socks off. Then if I want to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would put my socks back on.
Really?
At the house?
No, in a hotel.
Oh, okay.
Even still,
Really? So no kidding.
But since I got the dog
Is
now,
that like a dirt thing? Like germs?
it's just the floors are gross. I don't want them touching my feet.
I've never. I mean, I have bad OCD when it comes to germs. And
I
stuff
remember
like
that. That's why I was curious how
And-
you are with that.
Well, that now I'm probably going to have to do that now that it's never triggered me to think, and now I'm like, that makes so much sense.
Do you stand barefoot in the shower, or do you go on the edges of your feet?
Well, I'll
In a
stand
hotel?
barefoot. I've gotten just like very lazy, and it's just like
That's great.
I've resourced. It's like one of those things where I'm like, you think you're gonna die if you do whatever, and I've just reached to the point in life where I go, all right, man, if that happens,
I don't think the dirty shower floor is going to take me out.
Have you seen his shits?
Yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering how you are now that you have a dog at the house at home. Are you socks in the household?
Oh, my house is. I keep my
Because
house.
the dog hair for me on the socks is a big thing. I'm barefoot until I put my shoes on.
Interesting.
Because the dog hair,
Gets
it gets
everywhere.
all over the socks. Because I have a dog at home.
I figured.
Yeah, I don't live in a vet. So yeah, like that's like a big thing for me. Like I can't put hairy socks into a pair of shoes.
I don't think my dog sheds that much,
That
and
much.
I vacuum and
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
yeah,
Keep the place pretty clean, do you?
yeah. I wipe his paws whenever we come in.
Gotta do it.
You do that too, right?
Yeah. I hate it, but especially in a New York winter.
When I'm
Salt,
when
bad
I'm
for 'em.
visiting my family in Ohio, I let the doggy out. He comes back inside. I don't wipe his feet because my parents don't care, and I feel like this is how the other half lives.
You're not, when you go, you're just like, I think the suburbs, suburban house, I've seen the house, I assume it's I feel like the suburbs are a little different than
We walk on the street,
the city. Sure, okay, I'll give you
You
that.
take them
then.
for a walk on the sidewalk or just let him go in the backyard at your parents?
backyard, take him on the street, walk on the
Okay.
street as well.
Clean up his doo-doo? You got a little bag?
This last time, it was so cold that I left a poop out, and then I just ended up doing it the whole time. I've never done that before, but I'm letting the dog out. He's shitting on my parents' lawn, and then we're not wiping his feet when it comes back in. And I'm telling you something, I feel like I'm my brother.
Yeah.
It's like this is so much easier.
Animal.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
But yes, other than that, I picked up his shit later when the snow melted.
Do you have little pads in the house? Does he make little dinker-doos in the house?
No.
Now he's good with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go puppy.
Yeah, great puppy. You guys, your Patreon's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, Patreon's
Patreon's
doing well.
very nice,
Fun
very-
stuff over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a lot into it. It's a good time.
I'm starting to do more on my Patreon, and you guys are my motivation.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Starting to do monthly live take your shoes off shows.
That's
Very
great.
cool.
And then recording them and putting them on Patreon as well.
There you
Very
go.
cool.
And I think I want to start doing a solo podcast.
Okay.
I think I get high a lot, and I want to talk. And who am I talking to? Just think, and I'm going to start getting high and just talking to camera and basically giving tricks. You want to get hotel upgrades? Let me tell you how
There
to
you
do
go.
it.
That's
And
good.
stuff like that.
World
really
according to
good.
Rick. I
If
like
you are talking to a new woman and things are new and you want to have sex with her and you don't want to wear a condom, how do you handle that? I'll tell you right now. You ask to take her on a date to get blood work. And you guys go get blood work together.
But did the results come in right away?
No, you don't do it right away. You plan it out.
Okay.
Most people, I assume you're meeting them and you make a plan. Hey, let's meet on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's we could either go get blood work together on Tuesday, or you get yours, I'll get mine. We send it to each other. As far as herpes is concerned,
we'll roll the dice.
Which one is the one that everybody has?
HPV?
No, the lip one.
Herpes.
There's herpes 1 and herpes 2.
Yeah.
What's the good one?
I don't think either one is.
What is it?
1, I believe.
1.
I get cold sores.
Do you?
Yeah. I got bit in wrestling in high school.
Vampire.
You got bit and you got cold sores from those?
Yeah, somebody bit me in a wrestling match.
So you have herpes?
Mm-hmm. I get cold sores every once in a great while.
Anyway, you could do that, get blood work taken.
Yeah, but then you got to meet back up and go over the results, which would be tricky, I feel.
I want to do that. I want to have a podcast called Blood Work.
That's pretty good.
Where whenever I meet a girl, years ago I did this podcast called The Morning After with Rick Glassman.
Mm-hmm.
I got out of a relationship and I almost only slept with women when I was in a relationship. And my therapist even suggested to me at the time, it's a long story, I could tell you guys if you're interested, but why don't you try not being so scared to have sex with women?
A couple knockaround girls.
Okay.
So I really treated it like, do you guys remember, I don't know if you're this way because you were New Yorkers, you might, but in LA, people were like, you got to get up 30 times a month or you're not really trying.
Sure, that's a similar thing here, yeah.
Fuck that, dude. I never subscribe to that. Dude, I want to get up 4 times a week, and I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I'm a loser, and you guys are winners. But that's just where I was
I
at.
didn't say that. But thank you very much.
I felt that way with having sex with people. You have to have sex with 30 girls a month. Otherwise, you're a loser. I'm joking about that. But you have to have sex with some people. So I'm like...
That sounds pretty cool in my book.
So I'm like, I'll try to have some sex with some people. But it really felt like a what would you call trying to get up 30 times in a month? Like a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really don't want to go out tonight. I really don't want to do this, but Rick, it's good for you. You have to try and have these experiences.
Sure.
So I would end up having sex with some people, and there was a lot of communication, as you can imagine. And then afterwards, I never put them out, but I ended up recording podcasts with women. I would ask them, before this podcast even existed, years ago, it was audio only. And I would say, hey, would you do a podcast with me and tell me why you slept with me and tell me like...
This was after the event?
It was called The Morning After, and I did a fair amount of these.
But I'm saying, when would the ass come in? Like on the date or after sex? You'd go, hey,
or
can we
mid-sex.
I don't, either after sex or...
This is going to be top of the charts.
I don't know.
Okay.
They're all different. I'm sure other people, hey, if we end up having sex, would you feel comfortable doing a podcast with me after about like
That's
that kind
so
of stuff?
LA. That's crazy.
But this is before podcasts were a
Would
thing,
that
dude.
work? Would they say yeah?
Yeah.
What would be the reason why they had sex with you? Good looking kid.
There be a guest on a podcast.
The one that I remember the most was this girl who I met online, and we were going to go on a date. And then she called me and she said, you know what? I'm sorry. We were going to go on a coffee date. She goes, I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable going on a date with somebody I've never met before. I know that's a thing that people do online. And I said, what if we don't call it a date?
How about a little blood work?
I think I'm talking too much.
No, you're not.
It's a
We're on a
podcast.
podcast.
What are you
It'd be weird
gonna
if
do,
we were
act
just sitting
outs?
here.
I said, what if we don't call it a date? She goes, what do you mean? I said, and now it's the evening because the coffee was earlier and she canceled. Then she told me why.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you want to go see a movie? We don't have to have a date. I would like to buy you a ticket, but if it makes you feel more comfortable, we each buy our own thing. You can meet me there. We could figure it out. And she goes, okay, that would make me feel more comfortable. And then we went, we saw a movie, and then we separate cars. And then she wanted to hang out more, so we went back to my place, and she ended up staying over for 2 nights.
Whoa.
And we, this was the first time I had like anal sex. Gave it.
How'd it feel?
I've received it before.
Man, she won't have coffee, but she does anal.
That was the podcast. That was the thing. I'm like, we went from you wouldn't even go on a date with me, but then all I had to say was, I won't pay for you, and now I'm in your butt. It was crazy. And she was explaining the why and the this and the steps and the how often she does anal and what these things were like. And
That was not her first time doing anal.
it was not her first time doing anal, but I'll tell you this much. Unbelievably beautiful and sweet and enormous Spanish breasts and a butt that you would think was edit this out. She's just like, I just remember like looking at her and just like this, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And she podcasted with me. And we actually spoke not that long ago. She sent me a message and she goes, hey, do you still have that podcast? I want to make sure that doesn't go out and will you delete it? And I did.
Good.
I had already deleted, switched computers and stuff. But like, I'm thinking now it was great. And I would love to put it out on Patreon.
Are you single now?
I am.
There you go. You could fire that back up again.
No, I got it out of my system. It wasn't for me.
Okay.
I remember when you guys came on my podcast last time. I don't remember. It was you. We were trying to figure out the range of how many people. I don't remember what it was. I want to swipe to it.
Yeah. So what do you think the national average is? That's what he's like. The average guy. If you were to poll,
You know what you could do?
You
We're
go out
asking-
here on the street.
We're asking
beautiful
for a
New Jersey-
mean. Give us a mode. Do you remember that from statistics?
mean mode and
What is
median.
Yeah, if we get rid of the outliers, which would be the ones in the millions.
What is the most repetitive number? The most repeated.
I think it's probably really fucking high. I think there's some people out there really fucking going at it and getting it on. Hot, attractive people.
I know, but sure, but that's how
You want an
numbers-
actual number?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's what this whole exercise is.
All right, what number are you looking for exactly?
I'm looking for your number.
You want the national average of how many people, how many, on average, a person in their lifetime with the highest of the high, which I say there's a lot out there, and the lowest of the low.
Yeah, but you got to see those cancel each other out, and then what's in the middle?
100. I think the average person ends up having 100 sexual partners.
That's
throughout their
crazy.
life.
That's an
statistically.
dude, that's an
not
insane
individually.
number.
Like I tried to say, some people have 1, 2, and live that kind of life.
So that means
other people are
other
about
people have
that
400 or
life.
500.
Huh?
Did you guys, when you were single, sleep around?
I went through like a phase.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess in my late 20s, or like when I moved up here, I lost a bunch of weight, looked pretty good, had an okay job.
What was your job?
I worked at a law firm, Jewish.
Suits.
Worked at a law firm, and had a good amount of money for a comic. I had like a salaried position, and I was doing spots at night. And it
So
was,
you're in a salary position, so nobody tipped you.
Nobody tipped me,
Right.
which is understandable because I had a salary. And that would be like that time. And then I met my wife, and the rest is history.
When you would meet a girl and have sex with her,
Sure.
how did that happen? Was it going out at a bar? Was it drinks involved?
Yeah, it was typically.
Please.
Seriously? Yeah, it was mostly just from spots. Like you'd be at a bar or a bar show or whatever, just,
So
that
you
was
meet
the
them,
only.
You meet them, they were in the audience.
Either the audience or Tinder, I guess, too, had hit. So it was probably that. And yeah, mostly just like drunk at a bar is the only place I would. I mean, I was not going to get coffee with women at the time.
I did a coffee date.
Love a coffee date.
Yeah, a girl was like, I think we're just friends. I was like, okay.
How long into the date did she tell you that? She sat
It
down.
was only like a half.
Before we even get the coffee.
It was at the end. Yeah, she's like, I see us more as friends. Which to me is a kiss off because we weren't friends. It's not like we're fucking
Yeah, it's not like you had like 3
Right.
years already.
getting beers together.
Yeah.
You said you had a coffee date, so meaning that you've only done that once.
Only done that once, I think.
What kind of
I
date?
haven't gone on many like formal dates in my life.
Me either.
Like date night, sure. That's
With
different.
somebody that you're dating.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that time it was. I guess like it was mostly like let's go get a drink.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I have a show till 10. Let's grab a drink after or whatever.
Yeah, that's the way Tinder was back then. Or it felt like,
What is it like now?
I don't know.
Out of the game, dog.
Yeah, the game.
You happy?
Yeah, static.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah, I'm happy that I don't like. I see like my single friends. Now it's like we're getting older, so it's like a little more. It's a little tougher to see them because they're still like trying to. I have friends that are still like trying to hang out with like 25-year-old girls or whatever, and it's like
How old are you?
38.
Years.
Old.
Right.
Today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Today's my birthday.
April?
So I just see it, and it's like, I'm so glad I don't have that stress of like the calling back, the this, the that. Like, I'm just secure and happy and like chill with it. It's like, just take that part of my brain and throw it away. So glad I don't have to convince a woman to see me naked. It's pretty cool. Because it ain't easy and it ain't great. You know? I ain't got a tight body like old Glassman over here.
Oh, I appreciate
Are you dating
that.
now?
I got out of a relationship a bit ago.
Okay.
And I, as of like maybe a week ago, I'm like, I think I'm
ready to get back out there.
I don't know if I am though, to be honest with you. But as of a week ago, I'm thinking like I want to. I get sad.
Okay. You get sad.
I get sad.
Not
like,
being with somebody?
It's
then sometimes when you're with somebody, you're like, fuck, I wish I was doing my own thing.
I understand that.
Which I'm surprised to hear that from you, somebody so well adjusted and confident in themselves.
It's not specifically sad that not with somebody as, yeah, actually it is. I'm lonely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a puppy now.
I know. Yeah. He's great companionship, but like, I really want to like find my partner. I want to start a family.
Okay.
I'm almost 30 and I am like,
how old are you?
28.
Man, you are?
Yeah.
There's no way. Are you really?
Yeah, how old do you think I am?
I don't know.
30? Very wise.
38
years.
Thank you. No, I'm 28.
28?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I could be your dad.
You can't.
I could.
I already got him. I know who he is.
And it ain't you.
It ain't gonna happen.
And he don't have herpes.
Hey, you know what? I think we're just friends.
All right, well, I'm getting
and you're
outta here.
paying for this coffee.
I paid for the coffee. Okay. You want to settle down?
Yeah, I had been wanting to for a while now.
Now, would that be an LA girl or would you rather settle down with somebody from your hometown? Because that happens a lot. You
My
go out into
hometown of Cleveland?
Yeah.
I'm not in Cleveland.
Okay. Maybe a girl from Cleveland in LA.
I mean, I'm not going to hold it against her.
Okay.
Unless it is my penis and we're in love. Then I'd hold my penis against her.
Sure.
Would you like someone
how you
who's
make
in
the
the
baby.
industry, like in the LA Hollywood industry, or you're looking for a girl who's like just working as a barista, who's probably trying to be in the industry? That I think.
I want a girl, a woman. I'm sorry,
a lady.
I want a woman who is loves what she does. As corny as that may sound, I want her to love what she does, whatever
Sure.
that might be.
That's important.
I want her to preferably be funny, but if she's not funny, at least we laugh together. You know, similar appreciation of comedy stuff. I want her to be kind and empathetic, and smoking hot.
Would she
Big old Spanish.
Does she have to be Jewish?
No,
Would you prefer that?
no,
Okay.
Would your parents prefer that?
no. What I prefer, it depends. I want to be able to raise the kids Jewish.
Okay.
But I'm also comfortable having Christmas and or whatever other silly thing that we've all decided we're supposed to do because that's the way we grew up.
Do you guys do Christmas at your house at all?
We did when I was growing up because
The tree and all that shit?
yeah. My cousins, my Uncle Paul, who has passed away now, but my uncle and my aunt and my cousins, they would come in to Cleveland and we would all be together during Christmas because that's when people was off school and off work. So it was Christmas time and we celebrated. And that's where like you got the good gifts.
Yeah.
Christmas was always the good gifts.
I say this all the time, but I was always jealous of my Jewish friends on Christmas when they do the Chinese food in a movie.
Oh, you would rather do Chinese food in a movie than have Christmas?
I don't know, just the idea of Chinese food in a movie at a nice Chinese restaurant, sit down in a nice movie.
Why not get Chinese food for Christmas? Non-Jews could do that too.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Burn in hell for the rest of your life.
What did you do? Like ham?
The body of Christ. We usually it's like it's whatever. My cousin usually does it, so it'll be like a bunch of different shit. Not really very traditional.
You guys should have a Are You Garbage Christmas special.
We
do.
We do one every year.
But we should do a Jewish one where we go get Chinese food in a movie. We should just get some Chinese food.
Yeah, sure. It's your birthday. You can do whatever you want tonight, big guy.
True.
You know, you're reminding me of our last podcast when we were talking about food, and people still leave comments on this. You guys think it's odd to get a hot dog at a movie theater.
Yeah.
Have you guys changed your opinions on this?
No. That's crazy to me.
Do you think it's odd to get a hot dog at a movie theater?
Bold.
Odd. He's trying to be nice. It's odd.
Huh.
Now, will you do hot dogs at the house? This was a thing I got in trouble
Yeah,
for
this is
recently.
big.
You do hot dog? Will you do in-house hot dogs? Or to me,
Well, you get hot dogs at the grocery store. Like okay, I'm having dinner tonight. I go to the grocery
well,
store.
you and the lady. Let's say you're dating a gal, any ex-girl, any future girlfriend. You can put yourself there. Would you go? Let's do hot dogs tonight in the house.
I only eat hot dogs at a movie theater. I think they're
That's
gross.
the only
What
place
about a
you eat 'em?
baseball game?
I don't go to baseball games. It's 2025.
What about, hey, in New York, you're walking up, it's 2025. What would you, at any point, a barbecue, will you do a hot dog? Just dogs and burgers? You go,
yeah,
get me a
you know
burger
what?
and a dog.
Yeah, hot dogs just gross me out, and I want to be high to eat it. So if I'm high at a barbecue, I'll eat it.
Hot dogs gross you out.
They're gross. What's in it?
Doesn't
Then
matter.
you don't go asking questions
Yeah,
you don't want the answers
deliciousness.
to.
Please
He
stick
thinks
to
he
the
thought it was-
rivers and the lakes that you're used
That's
to.
how you
He
get
thought it's
HIV.
weird making hot dogs at the house, but
what
we
that
grew
song's
up doing
about.
that.
Really?
I believe Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls is about contracting HIV. Plug that in. I think so, yes.
I didn't know that.
I thought that was well known.
Well, I believe you.
Maybe one guy told me that, and I've
That's why you got to get blood work.
I thought it was about hot dogs.
And we're back. I thought it was odd to be, in your late 40s with your wife and be like, we're gonna do hot dogs tonight. That seems like a big swing to me.
What if you're grilling out though at house? At home?
Grilling is different. I'm talking about like you're in a New York apartment making hot dogs. I'm not. I wouldn't do it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm all
Hot dogs
for
for me are out of the house. I love a hot dog, but I'm just
Hot
saying they're out
dogs
of
are
the
kind
house.
of like the meat version of a ramen noodle.
Yeah.
You're saying it feels poor to you?
Yeah, not
do ramen
feels.
noodles
I
as
think
well.
it is. I think it is poor food. When I've been at my poorest, I've loaded up on hot dogs.
What if I put a sweater on this boy?
What?
A little hot dog.
That's right.
I put him in a little bun and eat him. A little salt and pepper.
Keep the dog away from him, please.
Cute puppy dog.
Yeah.
I give him kisses at least. Maybe not eat him.
Are your wives friends?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they have a podcast?
No.
Yeah. No, they
That'd be
don't.
pretty good.
They should. A little spin-off. Put it on Patreon.
There you go. Let them do the heavy lifting.
Fucking we
sit
throw
back
it,
and
we can
cast
throw it
the
in
checks.
neutral for once.
Or,
Are they friends on their own or just when you guys are all together?
We don't hang a whole bunch. We spend so much time together during the week, like me and him, that it's like when we're like home, it's like home. But every now and then we'll link up like try to do like a dinner or
Pun
drinks or
intended?
something. What was the pun? No pun intended. I missed it. What's the pun?
Link up, hot dogs.
hot link up.
Do you guys live close to each other?
20 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And if you're
Queens
not
in Manhattan.
if you're not working, you're not seeing each other.
We've done one dinner as couples. But again, we see
Once.
each other all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and it's important for us to go do our thing so we have something to talk about when we come back. If we're together, it's like, what are we doing?
Is there an interest for somebody to do a podcast with comedians partners?
I don't know.
What, like a comedian to do a podcast?
I would do it with your partners.
You
don't
would
think
do
they
it
would do
with
it.
our partners. I don't think my wife would sign up for that.
What if I paid an exorbitant amount of money?
What's an exorbitant? Like $5?
No, like $5,000.
She wouldn't do it.
Really? 4,000.
It's
Deal.
not going the other way.
Two hot dogs.
A couple of dogs.
Yeah. We just don't. We spend we record 3 to 4 days a week. We're on.
Oh yeah, what's
on the
your
road.
thing? You have how many episodes come out a week?
4. We do 2 public and 2 Patreon. But the one Patreon is a different podcast called Hard Feelings, which is like our HR department.
You have two Are You Garbage? You have one a week with guests, one a week with just you two.
It depends. Yeah,
Roughly.
Depends. Yeah, we try to keep it to 1 and 1, but
Yeah.
sometimes we'll go on a 2 months of guests.
And each one is approximately an hour.
Uh-huh.
And then you do
An a bonus of Are You Garbage on Patreon.
Which we usually do something fun. Like we'll
It'd
do
be
a
like the
family
top
game
10
night.
trash.
And how long is that one?
An hour.
And then what's the fourth one?
It's called
Hard
Hard
Feelings.
Feelings, which is very much, which like I kind of loved, was the tip conversation.
Yeah.
It's just like us kind of arguing, having fun. It's like very behind the curtain.
And
of
how is
like-
that different than the other Are You Garbage with just the two
It's
of you?
behind the curtain. It's like we were on the road and, you did this, you did that. It's very, it's us
Wow.
arguing and bickering and having fun.
To record 4 episodes, how many days do you do that in?
Depends on our touring schedule, but
2 or 3.
2 to 3.
But if we have to, somewhat stack a couple to if we're on tour.
So you'll
whatever.
record like when I'm coming over tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm doing an episode with you guys.
Right,
Are you
yeah.
going to record another one before or right after?
After.
Yes.
And after you're going to just the two of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that going to be for public or for Patreon?
I'm
or
not sure. Probably Patreon.
Yeah.
I have to look at the schedule. Probably Patreon, which will go out
Wow.
in 3 days or whatever. Which will go out this
We're
week.
working, baby.
Yeah.
We keep it super evergreen as well. Like, you know, if we record, it goes out that week, unless there's some
We
sort
try
of
to keep it very fresh.
yeah.
And if we're on the road, we'll usually save one of the bonus episodes to do
On the road.
On the road, so they're
So
on
it goes
the road
out in
with
like
us.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really want to up my Patreon content.
yeah, I could see that.
What you guys do is I mean, it's so much.
It's a lot, and it's
So
also
much
like,
editing.
Yeah,
yeah. There's a lot of there's a production team behind it, guys that edit and just fucking,
Do you guys make more money from Patreon than you do from ad sales for your podcast?
Yes.
starting to even out a little bit in a good way.
Because your ad sales are going up?
Yeah, ads are good. Pod's doing well. Very grateful.
Yes, everything's very, very nice and cool.
Do you feel that your money is good for restaurants now?
No.
No,
We just, I don't know. We're not, we just don't feel comfortable in those situations.
You know what?
what? Go to a steakhouse.
Let's go to a steakhouse in a bathing suit.
Here we go.
Again, that's
Could
the
bring
second
a dog?
time. It's the
What are you
second time
looking
this
at?
week.
Why did you bring a bathing? I mean, I thought you were joking, but
No,
then
I was joking. Yeah,
Oh.
but we weren't
It was
dressed the way we were
shorts.
supposed to be.
I think were you in shorts or no?
No, I had my cargo pants on.
Oh.
My fat guy cargo pants.
We were out day drinking and then decided to go to a nice restaurant, a nice steakhouse.
Yeah,
cargo pants in a steakhouse is a thing? Is a problem?
we seemed out of place.
We were. I had
to
a
be
backwards
honest
hat on. We had also been drinking for about 5 or 8 hours.
Come on,
It wasn't the best.
come on, the peas.
Wasn't the best
Oh
look.
no, what's some air with you? Can't get up here. I'm too fatty.
There you go, little boy.
Oh man, I love
No
him.
collar?
He's an Alvin boy.
He has a collar when we leave. I like to keep it off when we're.
so
It's
does
funny because
he.
he looks like he has a collar band
Could you explain that?
in his fur.
He's an animal. Actually, I didn't really think about it, but that would be the joke. He's an animal. It was mostly just a rhythmic joke. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
He's not a barker.
That's what she said, but for him.
For him.
Right.
He's not a barker either.
Don't get me started on him.
No,
Does he bark if someone comes to the door at the house?
not really.
My dog does, and he will bite you. Hey, Buds
Let's
out.
go puppy.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
I used to bring when my wife goes away. I have to, and I'm on pure dog duty. I have to bring him into the office, which is nice. We in the studio we have him in sometimes, which is very nice. It's part of the guys. The guys hanging out, But then sometimes, a guest will come over and they just don't mesh well. I have to lock them in a room. It ain't great.
Will
The
you
guest.
bring your doggy tomorrow?
No, my wife's home.
Can I bring my doggy tomorrow?
Sure.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
a bed and toys and everything you can rock
Yeah,
with.
you gonna come in the studio? You gonna come toadies?
You got a new place now, right?
Yes.
Got a new place.
Very
A new
proud
spot.
of it.
Upgraded.
Upgrade it.
Big
Put it all
upgrade.
back into the business, baby.
Say throwing it all back in the business.
Yeah, most of what it's kind of corny, but like with the Route 66 thing, it was wildly expensive. We essentially shot 9 specials. Every night was like a 7-camera shoot,
Yeah.
cams, the whole. It was
Red cams.
so it was
I
a
don't know if
very
that's true.
expensive thing, and like our whole thing is like. We'll just put it on YouTube. It's all the money we've made. We try to spend to create more cool
Yeah.
shit for
I hear
everybody.
ya.
It's like that got us this far. Like you're like we do 4 episodes a week. It's like, well, that's what people want.
Yeah.
And that's what, that's what people like. So it's like, we're just going to continue to try to make cool shit and kind of put it out there.
What did you do with all the footage that was not used? Did you put like a extra behind the scenes
We're
thing
going
together?
to, yeah, we have. I
Yeah.
mean, we have, essentially, it shook out to like an hour and
10 minutes.
10 minutes. And, so we have 11 days. They shot essentially from waking up to going to bed.
When you guys are on the road together doing that, your shows, is this what that was, or did you do it more leaning into podcast stuff?
No, it
No,
was
this is
it was our live
This is
show.
the live show.
Which is we each
Oh, so
co-headline.
your special, so it has material in it.
Yeah.
It has a couple minutes from each of us stand up wise, but a lot of it is AYG with
Right.
the crowd.
Playing Are You Garbage with the crowd at the end of the show.
Yeah.
When I go see you do stand up at a live show on the road, it's a 90-minute show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
probably
what-
more.
And what will I be seeing? You each do a half hour and then a half hour together?
Yeah.
usually,
roughly.
2 openers, 10 to 15 minutes each, host, and then
Why 2 openers?
Hosting a feature.
to give people opportunity, or you like them warming it up?
Like them warming it up. We've done it both
pace of
ways.
it
We've done it
works
both
out.
ways. It just that second spot just makes it that much hotter.
Huh?
Plus,
know.
we like to hang.
Plus, yeah, I mean, again, it's so monetarily not smart, but we like rolling with the fucking boys, and it's like,
Oh, they're friends of yours that come with you.
yeah.
okay,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we're not using like local club open. If that was the case, we would just use one.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, we bring the fucking
When we
boys.
started, we were using local people, and they just didn't get the vibe of the show.
Sure.
You know?
And then you do a half hour, and then you guys switch.
Now that I bring him back out, we play Are You Garbage?
Play Are You Garbage?
It's always you, then you.
Because he does the questions while I'm on stage. He goes over the questions. And
So
gets them.
people, the audience submits their questions.
But I'm saying for the stand-up portion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always the same order.
Why do you always go first?
It started off because the idea behind it was he is the host of Are You Garbage. Like he introduces the show, the podcast that we do, Are You Garbage, and
I remember it.
he will. You better tomorrow, baby. And so that was his whole thing is like, it's the start. The question portion is like the start of kind of the live, not a live podcast, but it's like you want to play a little Are You Garbage? I don't know. It's just he's hosting that portion of it.
And he reviews the questions. I don't know the questions.
I must be missing something. But you guys, before you do that stuff, you're doing stand-up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what does it matter who's hosting if you're going up alone? Then you're going up alone.
Because then he brings me right back up. The host doesn't come back out.
He prepares the questions while I'm on stage.
I
And then he
understand.
comes back out. He knows the questions. I don't.
Got it. Why do you prepare the questions while he's on stage? Why don't you just have them?
Because they're coming in.
Coming in.
They
That's where I was
they
missing.
submit their questions
That's what
when
I
they
was
get to the
missing.
show.
And how do they do it? Online or a piece of paper?
Email.
Email.
And then you go through them all?
Yeah.
You gotta run a tight ship.
Tight ship, baby.
It's a lot, baby. You got to be fucking locked in.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going through them before, too. Like, before
Right.
I go up, but it's, I mean, if
And then just
we're
picking your
playing
favorite
a
ones.
1,400 person fucking theater, you
Yeah.
need, I'll also have another set of eyes on it being like, hey, pull these, organize these questions so we can pull the best 10 or 15 or whatever.
So you guys are typically doing theaters now, and you're doing one show and then on to the next city?
Yeah. One-nighters.
Theaters on the weekend. Like the run we have coming up is theaters on the weekend, clubs during the week. So we'll go, like sometimes we'll go out for a week.
Club during the week, meaning like what, Wednesday, Thursday?
Like
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah,
Wednesday.
sometimes Sunday,
yeah.
Monday.
So you'll do 7 days of
Yeah,
shows?
like we're leaving. Yeah, the first run, the start of the tour is a 7-day run. Weekend club, weekend theater, clubs during the week.
Which we
Even
love the clubs.
Clubs are great. Clubs are fantastic.
I like clubs so much more than theaters.
Some theaters really like we don't. First of all, we're not doing theaters everywhere. It's like the bigger cities. Some of them are fantastic, and when they're on, the show's that much hotter, and it's just great. It's laid out great for it. And
For a
some,
theater?
Some
Yeah.
theaters are like the Wilbur in Boston is fucking amazing. Like it's like so good, but also so is the Comedy Works in Denver. It's like they're both great. Not every theater's fantastic.
I
For
just
a
did
stand-up.
a Comedy Works at Denver for the first time.
So good.
But I think I didn't do the same one. I didn't
There's two.
I did
You did downtown?
I did the non-downtown one, and it was one of the best clubs I've ever played at.
Yeah,
they're
it's
great.
crazy.
The non-downtown one. I hear the downtown one is even nicer.
I think if you're in front of your crowd at the downtown one, I don't think. Same with the Wilbur. I don't think there's a better version of doing stand-up
cool.
comedy. It's that good.
I'm in Boston at Laughs Comedy
Nice.
Club this
Laughs is
weekend.
great.
Oh yeah, you say that makes sense. You're going up.
Yeah. I've never done the Wilbur. I don't think I could sell those kind of tickets.
Sure,
That's cool though.
that's nice. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's also. I mean, we did the clubs. That was the first time we did it. Was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did Laugh Boston twice before that.
That's not part of Route 66 because you started in Chicago, you said, right?
Yeah.
We just did one right down Route 66.
Why?
We did because we came up with it on the podcast to take a road trip.
That's great.
Little slice.
You come
of
up with an
Americana
idea and
road
then
trip.
just doing it. Does that feel
I mean,
so cool?
it happened in real time. We
Yeah.
were like, what's kind of the trashiest? It was like the trashiest way to travel is a road trip. What's the trashiest road? Like American road trip would be Route 66 to stops to see like the 80-foot dinosaur and the rocking chair and shit like
Well,
that.
I am going to watch it. That's awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
man. I appreciate that.
We appreciate it.
Anything else?
That's it.
Want some chips?
On the way
Take
out.
some of that applesauce.
I got room temp and cold, boys.
Always cold.
I go both. I don't mind.
For
I really don't-
applesauce?
Yeah, I really don't mind.
You were an applesauce kid growing up that was always in the house?
Loved it.
I liked it. No.
We had
I
a
mean,
big
those-
glass jar of it in the house always.
Cinnamon?
Yeah, always cinnamon.
Really?
Yeah, we were big cinnamon.
You
people.
pour
were
it in a
straight
bowl?
up.
How'd you do it?
Pour in a bowl, Yeah.
Just eat it on its
Eat
own?
it out of the thing sometimes.
Did you
Yeah.
eat apples?
Yeah, I liked apples when I was a kid, believe it or not.
I used to, at some places I would order, I was a big chicken finger kid, still a big chicken finger guy, but some places would come with a side of applesauce. Dip a nice crispy chicken tender in there.
I'm
All
telling
right.
you, the protein in there, the sweetness, that's why pastrami and applesauce
Yeah.
is so good.
I can see that.
It's great.
Do you guys get pastrami sandwiches?
Yeah.
Not so much.
Will you try and remember, order a side of applesauce with it and just try it?
For you, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't, but I'll do it.
Sometime-
You get mustard on it too?
I don't eat mustard.
Really?
No.
You don't eat mustard?
Man after my own heart.
That's crazy.
No mustard, no ketchup.
No
Me too.
mustard, no
I'll do
ketchup.
ketchup.
Mayonnaise?
What do you put on a hot dog at the movie theater?
Jalapenos.
Whoa. This guy's all over the road.
A lot of jalapenos.
Really?
A lot of jalapenos.
Why do they have jalapenos at a movie theater?
California.
Really?
He brings on, this guy might bring his own. Who
Pickled
knows?
jalapenos or just sliced?
Pickled.
They have those at movie theaters?
Yeah, and you know what I do, and I said this on a podcast, and a lot of people say they do this too. I get extra jalapenos and I pour it in the popcorn.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you something. I'm telling you something. You don't.
It's
you
clearly a lie.
I put M&Ms in there, in the popcorn.
I do a bunch of crunch.
Okay.
And jalapenos? No, you would do one and one.
That would be crazy.
I would do that, but typically what I'll do is I'll put the jalapenos on and I'll eat, and then when I'm out of jalapenos, I'll have dessert.
Oh, do a little bunch of crunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting guy.
Jalapenos, pickled, salty, spicy. Mm-hmm. Popcorn, salty, crunchy. Mm-hmm. It really works.
It works, huh?
Yeah.
You put them in the bag? Or just...
Oh, no. When I get popcorn, if I'm mixing it with something, I'll get the cardboard
I respect that.
cardboard tray.
My wife does a little nacho cheese on the side, and she'll dip a little popcorn, pop it. So she does it. We're learning a lot this episode.
I'd like to know in the comments if any of this movie theater stuff, we're talking chocolate with the popcorn, jalapenos in the popcorn, hot dogs at the movie theaters, jalapenos on the hot dogs. I'd like to know your opinion, if you get them, where you get them, if you think it's odd not to. I still get comments on our episode from that, and I really like that sample. And I was surprised at how many people agreed with you that hot dogs at a movie theater isn't traditional. But also, I think you guys would be surprised at how many people recognize a hot dog at a theater.
I would be shocked. I've just never seen it.
Yeah.
It's gained more popularity these days. When we were kids, they didn't have hot dogs at the movie theaters.
When we were kids, they didn't have chicken tenders, they didn't have pizza.
Very
Now they
true.
got servers.
They didn't have the pretzel bites.
Yeah, hot dogs came around the same time as pretzels, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'll give
Chocolates and popcorn, old school. Once new things were introduced, that first wave of new stuff,
Blew the roof off.
hot dogs was part of that first wave.
you that. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Hot dog. Maybe you don't get the hot dog there, but you've seen hot dogs there, right?
I've seen hot dogs for
you
sure.
just think, why get that?
Right.
You ever get a pizza at a movie theater?
No.
I think that's.
I don't go to the movie theater like that. I mean, yeah, no.
You like your film on your bars of soap instead.
Guy's good.
I'll have something to eat beforehand. Movie theater, popcorn, chocolate, and then some type of fruity candy for dessert.
Sure, a sugar scrub.
Sugar scrub. And a cherry Coke with a lot of ice. Which you got to tell them you got to put a lot of ice in there. A lot of people don't like ice. I like ice.
You like a lot of ice so it stays cold longer, or you like something about the ice?
I don't know. I like a cold soda.
So yes.
Yeah.
So it's the temperature. So let me check my notes here. Yes, the temperature.
Yeah.
Do you refill?
Usually no, because I don't want to leave. And I usually get a big one to ride it out. I won't go back. I won't get up because I don't get up mid movie.
What if you have to pee?
I don't.
Let's it fly, baby.
I'm good with that. I have to pee right now, but I won't pee. I won't pee till we get back.
I've seen
to
him
the
be
van.
on I've sat next to him on like a 6-hour flight where he's like
No pee.
and I'll pee. I gotta pee right now. I
You
pee.
seem like a guy that has to pee.
I pee
now.
every 45 minutes. I'm an aisle man. I don't like sitting in a window.
You could have gone at any time.
That's crazy.
I hold it.
Can I tell you what I do at a
But
movie
he'll
theater?
just go like 6 hours, or like he just doesn't pee. It's wild.
At a movie theater, before the previews, I get there early, and I get up and I say to everybody, I want you all to know that I don't always have to go to the bathroom, but if I do, I'd like to pause the movie if anybody has a problem with this, and I will get up and I'll pause it. And then when I do that, other people go and they do the bathroom with me.
That's pretty
but
good.
I pause the movie in movie theater.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. Is that a nap you got or
No,
something?
Hands up to showtime.
We're gonna pause it.
Ew.
We're gonna pause it, and then I just go.
I like it.
That's confidence.
Or if people don't want you to pause it, which is ridiculous, I traditionally go to the movies by myself. So I'll tell the person next to me, I'm going to hurry up, but just remember any of the important beats.
Sure.
Give me the bullet points on it.
What happened?
Obviously, I'm joking, but one time I had whatever candy I had. No, somebody else. Somebody else had some M&Ms, and I was sitting next to him, and I said, "Can I have some of those?"
Really?
I was joking. I thought
Yeah.
it was an obvious joke. He didn't think it was funny. He also said no and gave me the dirtiest look.
I'd call the cops. That's crazy.
I would have
That's
given him
insane.
I also do that when I go into a bathroom when there's a bunch of urinals and there's one person.
Can I give
"You
that
using
thing a ride? That's a pretty good one. Are you using that? That's good.
That's
All right.
all right.
Well, I just saw you zone off during my M&M's joke. So
Me?
no, I'm talking to the
Oh.
dog. Anything you guys want to
Look
plug?
over, I'm sleeping. Route 66, gang, check it out. Then obviously check out our episodes with Mr. Glassman here.
It'll
Some of the
already be
best.
out by the time this comes out. You guys turn it around like South Park. We're more like The Simpsons over here.
It's a very Hollywood reference.
It is. I like it.
Takes a lot longer to put one of these together.
Sure.
Of course, we respect that.
Anything you want to plug that's not Route 66?
No, that's it, buddy. Check out the Route 66 tour. We appreciate you
Anything
having
you
us.
want to plug that's not Route 66?
Applesauce.
Yeah, applesauce, jalapeno chips.
All right. Well, thanks for taking your shoes off.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having us.
Do you mind if, just for the credit sequence, if we follow you into the bathroom, if we record you peeing just from the back?
I do mind, yeah.
Okay, we won't do it.
If I
This
can
is why
poop,
you gotta
I'll
ask.
do that. In your bathroom.
If the open is just you taking a shit and closing the door and
Would
say
you
2 hours earlier.
Would you sacrifice your art for that? Would you let me poop in your bathroom just for the shot?
Well, I have another.
No,
Yes.
it has to be yours.
Yeah, that is a thing. That is a real.
Turn these cameras off.
Can the maintenance guy come up and stand there with me while I do it? With his
I'll give you
boots on?
$5 if you poop in that one. All right, I think that's it.
You're the best, buddy.
Thanks,
Thank you.
buddy.
We love you.
20 seconds for the next. Music's playing.
Why are we whispering?
We're not gonna turn these off.
Okay.
You're gonna keep on.
Yes, just 10 more seconds. They can pick. Oh, look at.
Take your time.
Because it's the sleepover series. It's really cool.
Gotcha.
You guys should check it out.
I've seen it, I think.
Seen it.